you move my fairy closest to me at this point? As soon as she waddle back to me. You can.
Are we
drop
keeping her at that height, or is she
No, you can drop her to shoulder level as she should be.
shoulder level?
Yeah, about there is good.
All right.
For the sake of, I guess I don't know how you want to do this, but you can probably just sit her somewhere. She's going to be following me with the following actions on what I'm going to be doing, but
Okay.
you don't have to keep moving her around.
I see a Pedi.
I hear a Josh.
Hello.
Hello.
Just so you know, I'm super excited about what you said. Like, super duper ultra excited.
No, yeah, so am I, because she's progressed so much, and I can't wait to see it.
What I miss? Tell me.
Tell you.
Tell me. What I
Maybe I will, maybe I won't, you know? Be a surprise.
Rude.
Pedi, she
Okay.
knows where you sleep.
I do.
Does she?
Joke's on her. He moved his bed.
Well, we have enough people.
Yep.
So, at least we can get through the
Monologuing.
my brief monologue slash.
PD, just see. I don't remember where. Oh, you're inside the carriage. You're safe. You're fine. He's still shooting at us, which is why you and I are the only safe ones. We're smart, you see. We took cover. We're
I'm
like,
just hiding.
screw that guy.
So it took shots at us, right?
Yeah.
You said this recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took 2 more shots. When I rolled, one of them was the minor illusion, so the minor illusion dissipated.
Are we to assume that after it took the shots, it left, or it
Just
essentially
like
moved?
disappeared again?
That's just how much time has passed.
Okay.
And basically, like, every so often... There we go. Every so often, it will attack, so to speak. But in any case, when we last left off, you guys had managed to more or less hold your ground in this gate that seems to have, for the lack of a better word, been taken over. Some of you have noticed, though, that it was much more poorly manned than what a Valona front gate usually would be. And another set of you have also noticed that where's the response? Like, Valona hasn't responded almost at all, other than towards the manor. There seems to be a lot of people over there. But basically, while I'm trying to make heads and tails of everything and fighting for your lives, you've basically more or less held your own, and then ended up going toe-to-toe with this creature that you really haven't gotten, I guess, a perfect image of. About the closest that you've really seen it was one of you actually saw it fighting the griffin that is currently with you. So right now it seems like everybody's kind of scrambling to do some stuff and more or less not die to whatever hellish rays it keeps spewing at you all. And with that, I'll leave you guys to do what you're going to do next.
Okay, so this was assuming that everything that we did in character chat already happened and so on.
Yes.
Hello. Again.
Okay.
I think she's talking to Guy.
Oh.
No. It's a.
I think she reset.
No, PD is disconnecting and reconnecting, and stuff is happening.
Ooh.
There you go. Hi.
I'm reconnecting to what?
Yeah, it said you left and then
Don't worry about it. Fine.
Don't
Don't
worry,
worry
Pedi.
about
Fine.
it.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
I worry. I
okay.
missed your face.
Okay.
No,
Papa?
My
Dave.
face has changed.
Dave removed his face. I don't remember the last time I saw Pedi's face. Like, what is up
Last time you
with
saw
that?
my face was last Tuesday.
It is. Yeah.
I don't have a face.
You never have
You
a
were
face.
removed at birth.
To
Okay.
me, you are a Lalafell behind the screen.
You are.
To everybody outside of the carriage, you start to feel the slight sprinkle of rain.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
that's not gonna help with fires and shit.
It's not really heavy or anything yet, but
Mhm.
mm,
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go with my idea where I'm going to mount on Zephyr and.
Do you need
I'm
like
going to
rope or
strike with-
anything? You want to take your rock?
Now, am
No,
I going to
I
be able
won't.
to fit on Zephyr as well, or should I be firing from the ground?
Journey ends here.
I'm
hero.
going to need you because.
hey,
Hello.
Welcome back.
It is a Mitchell, an evil Mitchell.
evil Mitchell. Ooh.
I had it.
I'm more or less gonna need your eyes to help me spot this thing. Anyone? Well, Shrike has really far dark vision.
That's true. I can
Yeah.
only hear it. Okay.
I can see up to
I mean, if you
120
can
feet.
hear it and you can point me in a direction, that'd be great.
It's
So,
gonna be a
that's
little
what I'm-
harder with the rain, but it's not
Yeah.
too
Well,
hard
it's a light
yet.
rain. Yeah. All right.
It's
So.
not anything major yet.
Yeah. Well, that's what. So I'm just gonna jump up on back and.
Okay.
Okay, and
I
then
guess-
Aurora, Sprocket, and I are gonna go to the arch and try and help
Yeah.
clear some of the cultists outside the front gate, I guess.
Which ones?
Wait, does the Griffin have
That's
claws?
a wonderful
Well,
question.
much-
I figured we'd figure it out when we got there.
Maybe
Has
check if
very
you have
much
large
has
talons.
Alright, can the Griffin carry me? Like, if,
This griffin is one size big. I'm only telling you this because Mikey's character is Yuelia's figured it out. But this griffin's actually one size category bigger than most griffins. It's a huge and not a large. So
Okay. I would
it's
be able
very
to ride
capable
on
of
the Griffin.
carrying a lot of people.
You got this.
As I shimmy out from under the carriage, I offer Zephyr my dried fish snacks instead of the cookies.
It seems to be preoccupied with everybody climbing onto it. Who's getting onto it?
Hey,
Uh,
hey, I'll take
Gonna
a
be
cookie.
myself.
Okay.
It does not like cookies.
Yeah, I do want a cookie.
All right. I'm gonna jump on it and I guess I'm gonna climb up on
Don't
its
jump,
back
that's
and-
rude.
Shrike is gonna get behind, on the Griffin as well, but sitting behind.
Yeah, I need you to be behind. And then Mirra, try and listen and point me in the direction of where you think you can hear this creature.
Okay, so I want to step up on that little luggage area thing and kind of focus, like, head up, like, and try and focus on where it,
Focus real hard.
I believe it is at the moment.
And I'm also gonna ask Shrike to keep his eyes open on any direction that he sees that he might see the creature. But I believe it is too far.
Okay.
That definitely hits.
Oh no! We're on the
Mirror,
opener!
you're listening intently. Ooh.
Damn!
And I'm dead.
When you're hit square in the back by one of those beams, and it sends a searing pain down your spine as you take 8 more points of damage.
Utilizing that that I would have seen her get hit from behind.
Yes.
Can I see where the creature is now?
No.
Hey, well, this thing. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna command Zephyr to start flying, and
Alright, I'm going to park you over here for now instead of having like
that's fine.
30,000 people.
no, it's perfectly fine.
You mean ask nicely?
Now,
Yeah.
just to double check, is Shrike on the Griffin?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just Shrike and Yuelia who are on the Griffin, and
Yeah,
Shrike's
well,
going to war.
Shrike's coming to war.
Elvinia's also basically right on.
And Mirra's not here, so she won't know that I'm like intending to kill things. So she can't be upset with me.
Mirra,
she doesn't know
well,
what hurt her.
Mirra's pissed.
I should say
so...
I'm not part of your group, so I pretty much have my own set of rules on how I handle things. So
Oh,
I
look at
made
it.
a promise.
Look
So
at it.
Shrike made a promise to Mirra that he wouldn't intentionally kill anyone first.
okay, well, anyway, so we're gonna I think we're just gonna start soaring up and taking a
Now,
look.
as far as I can tell, you have a torch at the ready. Or something of that nature.
Me?
No, Yuelia.
Not necessarily.
I thought you had some
I
sort
don't
of.
think.
I
mean,
had the rock. Are you sure you don't want to
yeah,
take the
well,
rock with you?
Sure, I'll
Take
it.
the rock.
So at least, all right. So I'll have the rock and something.
Tiny bit of
Alright,
I'll
but
take it on my lap.
basically, you rolled an amazing animal handling check, so you can basically control Zephyr as if it was you. So tell me what you want to do.
Okay, what was its movement again? 60?
80.
No, 80.
It's 160 if you dash.
Okay. And we couldn't. All right, so let's go.
I'll kind of gesture in the direction that I got hit in, and as I duck.
Okay, and you couldn't hear anything?
Mhm.
No.
Nope.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go up 40, maybe. Let me see how high up 40 is, I guess. Yeah. And then, you know what? Let's just do 60. Let's do 60. 60. And then I guess ask Shrike if he sees anything.
Do I see anything at this point?
120 feet, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. That's hard to control,
That is
We can
wonky
see for
as shit.
days.
right?
My problem is I can't scroll up further, which really
Yeah,
bothers
no,
me.
it's wonky as shit.
You would have to pull the white marker up.
Is that? Oh, it is down here. Why is it down there?
Yeah,
There we go.
so far away.
Thank you. I didn't realize that it was stuck.
I got you.
Much better, yeah.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I'm gonna point it out to Yuelia.
Okay, and how far off?
I
would
need
you
to
say
move
it-
this.
Yeah. So just kind of there, X feet away.
Yeah, so how far away from us is said creature?
I'm about to find out in just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my, ultimate aerial battle.
Right? Don't die.
About 110 feet.
110. I can move 80. Oh no, I can dash, or at least I can use.
We can dash to get there, to get closer.
Okay.
It's in
Yeah.
dash.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't need it to make a command, or I don't need it to make an action. Then I'm gonna have it soar close, or I'm gonna have it dash towards the creature, or at least at same elevation, more or less, so that I can see it. And then once it gets within range, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on it.
Ooh.
Absolutely brilliant move.
Right?
Simultaneously, I'm gonna reach around Yuelia and I'm gonna add Eldritch Blast.
And depending on what the creature rolls, it could be at advantage.
Well, how does Fairy Fire work again?
Okay,
I know that it basically marks them, but
yeah, it's gonna mark them of a color of my choice, which I'm gonna go with blue. And any creature in the area within the spell is where the spell is cast must make a dexterity save of 14.
Oh, ooh. Best of luck.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use my plot point.
Do you have a
Well-
plot point?
He does.
I do.
Shnikes. Plot point.
Plot
Plot
point.
point.
Plot
I'm
point.
going to use my
Plot
plot
point.
point to make it so that it didn't succeed.
So to spice it up a little bit,
Okay, go ahead.
This is
I'm
how you
listening.
use a plot point, guys.
Yeah.
well, like I said, a plot point is literally a plot point. Like you can literally change the
Change the
story,
course
so
of
to
history.
speak.
I would like
That's
lightning
that's
to
how
come
I
out of
want
the
it.
sky and zap it, and
Like when Hercules was cleaning the Algean stables and he couldn't do it, so he used his strength to move the
I
river.
didn't
That's a plot
want to.
point.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to completely just butcher the whole
Well-
thing. I still want it to be a challenge, so this is
Well,
why.
the thing is to aim high, and then I'll knock it down.
Everybody
rather
has
than
Okay,
aim.
well, I
inspiration, too.
aimed low, so if you want to go high, go ahead.
well, but don't you have an
Josh.
inspiration point to?
You have
can-
inspiration
can
too.
that make
I
them
do have an
reroll?
inspiration, so I can use my inspiration on
You
that.
want to use that instead really quick. Everyone starts with inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I use the
well-
plot point for a free cast of Meteor Swarm?
You don't have a plot point.
Then I will use my inspiration.
Okay, which just adds another dice on top of the dice, and you just take the higher. So
Well,
you
we're
can use
rolling.
you can use inspiration on top of advantage.
Okay, but it's well, wait, what are we trying to do here?
No, so Josh, you're the one rolling the save. Would you
Yes.
be at
Yeah.
disadvantage?
So,
If he
yeah,
does
so basically,
inspiration.
you'd be giving me disadvantage.
Yes.
Yes, that's
There
what
we
I.
go.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying.
That's what I was thinking.
That is a fail.
Yes.
Perfect.
Hallelujah.
So
Hallelujah.
now that character or that creature is
Look at
As
it.
you
giving off dim light within a 10-foot radius. No
Can
matter
no
what it
longer
does.
teleport.
can't
Good.
teleport.
And any attack roll against the affected creature has advantage.
It also has advantage.
Oh yeah.
That's why I
Oh,
wanted to.
yeah. Give me 1 second.
Mhm.
But also concentration, so be careful.
Yes,
Oh, it's concentration.
I
I'd
have
be
to have
henching.
Oh.
concentration.
I was
So
telling him, though. I'm not
have-
telling you.
I have to have full-on control, or rather faith in Zephyr to keep me,
Take shots for you so that you don't have to.
well, not necessarily that, but to be able to dodge the attacks.
Just
that are
have Zephyr
coming
throw
this
you
way.
back in the carriage.
Yeah, we'll throw you back in the carriage. Or under it, it's quite spacious down there.
So the spell lasts for 1 minute. We have
Yep.
that much time to try and do anything to this
Alright.
So if anyone has any kind of range,
Oh,
So-
you're all looking at me now.
Well,
Thank you,
yeah.
brother.
You left us on the
When
ground.
you, when you light up this creature in a brilliant blue, the color changes immediately to a red. And this is what you see.
Cool. Cool.
can you zoom in on that?
You're a
Actually, I kinda wanna
Pokemon.
see it.
Wow.
Oh, hi, Moltres.
Moltres.
Pokemon digital monsters.
Right?
Can you guys all see that in character chat?
Can
Yep.
you? Oh, never mind. I didn't have that open. I had this zoomed in, or I have that. This is my main page. Let me see. Oh. Okay, Evil Doll.
Alright. So that was immediately followed up by a Shrike Eldritch Blast at advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Advantage. Roll.
Mirra, put the drink down.
I'm
Focus.
so glad that's at advantage because one of those was a natural 1.
Ooh.
I am going to. Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
I'm inspiration to get a 3rd roll.
Yes, that is correct.
Even worse. That's fine. So I missed.
I'll give you my inspiration for that. I want this dude dead.
Oh, another dice on top of that dice.
Okay.
Oh, how many dice can we get on this?
19 to hit.
That's better.
19 hits.
Wait, roll one more
Finally!
time.
Roll
See if you crit. I'm kidding.
Was through all of them.
You just throw
I'm
all
12
the
damage.
inspiration at this
Ooh.
fucking thing.
12 damage?
12 points of force
How do
damage.
you want to do this?
Yes! Yes!
Is that doubled or not doubled?
That,
It was just 12.
That's just natural 12, but then it's force damage, so it's doubled to 24.
24.
Right. So how do you want to do this?
Yes!
Is that it?
Yeah.
I expected a lot more of this. I put a whole lot of effort into that.
We just couldn't get it
Zephyr
before
was also
it kept
fighting it.
teleporting.
Oh, that's
was-
true.
it
Zephyr
was-
was fighting it before.
Stayed out of range.
Yeah, guys, I was about to say, if I were aiming to reveal some stuff, this thing got in a huge fight with Zephyr.
Yeah.
It turned out to be the victor, but it was just as worn down as Zephyr was.
Okay.
So, I'm basically just going to, as I kind of alluded to Umbra earlier, and say you wanted rest, it is now eternal, and blast an Eldritch Blast, and just have it, like, disintegrate, basically.
So, Yuelia casts her spell with a quick, really speedy verbiage, and it causes the spell circle to appear, and the fire lights it up in a red, and immediately, and you just go to snap, but then you quickly kind of move your hand and then snap, and you fire off, and just like it's almost as if it's seen you about to snap, and then it moved, but because you moved and changed trajectory, you managed to hit it. But as it impacts this thing and it starts to fall, it goes to kind of like brace itself, but then you see it just start to fade away into little pieces, and it disappears before it even hits the ground.
Okay, because that was a big headache, although I'm very worried about Lady Jenny, what's your lady's name?
Keely.
Keely.
Okay, so
Thank you.
I'm gonna look back behind me and good job, Shrike. Now I'm going to actually, since it looks like everything's okay. Okay, better idea. I'm gonna ask Shrike if he sees anything else around this, up in this like with this height. Nothing.
I see nothing.
Okay.
We're 120. Okay.
So
All
he
of a
only has enough
sudden-
range to see directly down.
When you look around, you're also looking down, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
looking everywhere. I'm like trying to see around the griffin's wings and whatnot.
Right at this, please, Jarvan the Dwarf. Right at this location here, you see a distortion start to appear.
I'm gonna point it out to Yuelia and let them know that there's a distortion appearing on the ground in that location.
Okay, then we need to move. Do you want to be dropped down, or do you want to...
Now, can I hear him yell
You don't
that
wanna
from the
take fall
ground?
damage from here.
Is he screaming it?
Yeah. Are you screaming it so I can hear it, Shrike?
I wasn't sure if he was just telling you Elia, or if he was trying to scream it better than you.
Yeah, I'll scream it. Because of the wind and the being high up, I don't know if Yuelia can hear
Yeah.
me, even though I'm right in her ear.
Okay, so do I hear that?
Yes.
I
I
grab.
don't know where exactly.
Well, if you dart around, you can see it happening even in the dark. That's how these things, like, you can see it distorting even in the night.
Aurora, Sprocket, behind the carriage now! And I
I'm gonna
dive
take
behind the carriage.
I'm gonna take my rock that still had the light on it, and just
Alright.
drop it underneath, and just drop it from where we are.
Nice.
So it'd be a 5.
It's not very much. It's like a glow stick. but
Yeah, it's not much, but enough so that we have
a
small
point of
bit light.
reference. Yeah,
Exactly.
good idea.
You can decide where it would strafe off to because of the altitude and whatever. But
Oh, look at the flowers.
it is
Ooh,
5
put a pumpkin.
feet of light.
Put a pumpkin. Oh, it's so cute. Look at it.
Okay.
I dive behind the carriage.
Meh. As you do that, Aurora, you see a very. We're gonna go ahead and say these guys are coming through here.
Ah!
You see a very, very large group of cultists. We'll say there's much more than them than this, but for the sake of a very, I would say, at a quick glance, you probably see about 15 of these cultists start coming through the gate. But it looks like they're fast walking, not at you.
They're just fast walking in place.
No, that's just how far they've gotten at this moment in time. I'm giving you a moment to react if you want to do something. But you can definitely tell that they're not looking like they're not like coming towards you. They're off a little bit and power walking past you.
Do we?
And you heard everybody
Aurora,
scream.
get over here! Aurora! Aurora!
Okay,
Carriage!
sprinting
Aurora,
to
carriage!
the carriage.
Aurora, carriage! Where's Sprocket?
It won't let me make Sprocket appear. It's really annoying.
Oh, that's fine. Remember when you threw Lanessa off the map? Probably did that.
Forever, we never found her.
We never found her. She's
Was it
just
new
gone to the void.
Was it Lane or was it?
It was Lane. Lane was thrown off the map.
Not Lane.
Luminera?
Luminera.
Oh, that was the pirate one.
So,
yeah.
Vi kind of automatically gets into a defensive stance, and the cultists just ignore her. And they're still. I didn't mean to grab the dead body. They're still
Oh, no!
walking in this direction. And just as the distortion becomes like really, really great, and more cultists come out, these cultists just sprint straight at them and just start killing each other immediately. And you just see them just break out into combat like right in front of the carriage.
Well, this civil war.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell Zephyr to take us down a little bit within vision, so at least 60 feet, and then just
Ooh.
kind of coast there.
I know you guys can go and check on the villagers that are coming.
And what if we continue on?
Well, we need someone to check on the villagers.
I mean, okay. Here's the thing.
They are
though. We go
fast.
check on the on the villagers. We have Yuelia, who can basically control Zephyr, and myself, the only one who can see in the dark for any real distance.
Which is
For
why
any
you're
real
the
distance.
best.
That's true. If you
Like,
guys
I'm not
think that,
saying that the rest of you are, but you're kind of at a disadvantage if we leave.
Hey, I can see 5 feet in front of me, okay?
And you can hear forever, but
Yeah.
I can see 60
the
feet
issue
around
is you
me.
can only see for 5 feet.
And so can my.
so then what's
Aye.
what's the idea
Because
that
Freya
everybody
has the
wants to do?
goggles of night vision.
Right, shit. Where's Aurora? Where's Freya?
All right, so what do you
Later.
guys want to do? I'm fine with scouting
Maybe
ahead.
you do.
I can take Zephyr on my own if Shrike, you want to stay down here and just kind of keep an eye on things and help with your vision. I can drop you down.
I guess you guys can scout ahead, but I am concerned about the villagers.
That I was gonna go check on them.
Oh,
I can
Okay.
take Zephyr, and then I can go
I
check.
thought you
on
said
them.
you were gonna check
Either-
ahead. They're behind us. They're still coming up the hill.
Yeah. Okay. So
Or you
I
can
can
let
go check
Zephyr
up
do
on
that.
them real quick if you guys either want to stay behind and fight, or keep an eye on things, or move ahead. I don't know what it is you want to do, but so Shrike.
I'd say.
I'm gonna
We
go
can
check
hide
up
under the
I'm gonna-
carriage and shoot pot shots at the ones appearing through the shimmer.
I'm going to stay with the group.
You're gonna stay? Okay. Then I'm gonna drop off Shrike.
I'm
You
hiding.
can just get close enough to the carriage to drop me on top.
Okay.
There you are. That's the reason why I couldn't find him. Because I kept placing him and he was invisible, so I couldn't see.
What?
That's because he was in the carriage, so we made him invisible last time.
So you hit
Right.
me, yeah. I don't know. I don't see any real reason to stay around other than the villagers.
Yeah.
We don't
Whatever
know
you
who
guys
to take pot
decide
shots
to
at,
do.
and this is not a safe space to stay.
We've pot shot the ones. Stop flipping your hourglass.
All right.
Stop it.
Here's what we'll do. We'll have you, Zephyr, drop me off on top of the carriage,
Okay.
and then with Zephyr, you can go check out the villagers to see if they're still on their way or if they got hindered or whatever, and then we can
Yep.
keep moving forward.
You guys
Yeah.
are moving forward.
I
I will catch up
agree.
to you.
If anything, you
Yes.
can tell them to once they're inside to like just watch out for cultists fighting other cultists and just
Mhm.
hunker down
Or
in the
just keep
closest
them
building.
from going inside.
Watch
Just
out,
hide.
watch out for the cultist of war, and
Yeah.
hopefully you don't die.
We can just tell them to like come through the gate and just hunker down in the first building they see, because then they're inside. Otherwise, another
Yeah.
shimmer could appear.
I will. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that then.
Okay.
So
And
if you guys want to go, if you guys want to start scouting ahead,
okay.
then go ahead and do that. I will assess the situation when I come back, and then either we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so I guess
Alright.
I'll go to the second carriage, since wait no,
Second carriage.
it wasn't Sprocket, it was Yuelia that was
I was driving that one.
driving that one, so I'll take over the second carriage.
Okay.
I will calm the horses first. Attempt.
These are trained horses, so they're not easily distracted by combat and stuff.
Oh, that's good.
You're just chilling.
They're just chilling. That's good. Good horsies.
Because they're not like farmhand horses that aren't used to it.
That's true. Okay. So I'll take the second carriage, Sprocket and Aurora. Whoever wants to drive the first carriage. And make sure to get Vi on
goes-
one of them.
The rain is starting to pick up a little bit.
All right,
Are
move.
we doing the carriages side by side or like in a line?
I'm not sure how wide is the road. Is it best to do one after the other?
It's about the size of what I've depicted here on the screen.
Yeah, then we'll want to do like single
One
file
by one.
line.
I'll
I'll
go
go-
first.
Okay, yeah, I'll go second in line since it's the second carriage.
Then
Aurora,
I
do you
will-
want to come with
and-
me? Because Sprocket has Vi. And Shrike
Bye.
can
I'm gonna
go
stay on the
on the
I'm gonna
first one.
stand on top of the first carriage
Mm-hmm.
because I can see further.
Exactly.
And Vi's gonna be my shotgun.
Okay.
You're gonna sit
Aurora,
right
do
next
you
to
want to
me.
come with me?
Wait. Sure.
You're coming on the second carriage. I need a carriage buddy.
So at this point, have I dropped off Shrike?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So before I decide to fly off, Aurora, catch, and I throw her a potion of healing.
Oh, hey! Thanks,
a simple toss.
Newton.
Alright.
Potions
Stay
of
safe.
healing deal 10 or deal 10 damage. No. Heal
No.
10 total.
So are we?
Oh god, it
Is that
burns!
what it is? Are we
Wrong
not rolling
potion.
for
Wrong potion!
For
Okay.
magic, the actual healing potions, it's just done, and then
It's 10.
for natural
Okay.
healing,
Natural
okay.
is a hit die.
roll your hit die.
So
Okay.
the
well
potions
then.
of natural healing are made in like very mass quantities and are very readily available. But the magical potions have no downside, as in you don't have to use up hit die from the amount they heal.
One
You
of
can use
them,
them
one of them is your bottle of Advil, and the other one is a morphine drip.
Gotcha. Okay,
What?
so yeah,
Yeah.
I
One is
tossed
gonna
my
take
last
care of your
one.
pain a lot. One of them, who knows?
So that was my last one, and I tell him, keep yourself safe. I'll be back.
All right.
KYS.
What?
What?
Keep
What?
yourself safe.
Wait,
So safe.
hold on.
I don't think that's what KYS stands
Yeah.
KYSS. Okay, and
Thank
so
you.
then I command
Anyways.
Zephyr to just kind of start heading towards the.
So I'm assuming the people in the carriages are taking off at this
Oh,
point.
I've taken
Yeah.
off. Let's go. I'm leading the pack.
And Yuelia is taken off on Zephyr to do that task.
Well, I have another task in mind, but yes.
Oh.
Okay.
I also,
villagers is
I
just
also
the
want to.
task.
Well, if Zephyr's here, I also want to look for Keely.
You want to look for what?
Keely.
Oh, Keely. So you're gonna fly all the way back to where you guys started?
That's
Well, at
really
least
far.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check on the villagers and make sure they're okay, and then more or less scout the area to see. But you know, I don't want to go too far either because I know the situation's kind of dire. So that's
Alright.
kind of what I'm looking for. Is just if
Well.
she's anywhere nearby.
Let's do it like this. And go to DM. So I'll roll it inside of here.
Well, Shrike.
For the record, I
What are you
like
trying to
Josh's
say?
voices.
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
3. Alright. Actually, why did I use that one? I need to use this one. 30. Alright.
Jesus.
So, it takes you about 30 minutes of flying around. You can see the villagers. They're all grouped in this circle.
Okay.
And a very, very large force of Valona soldiers and whatnot have basically formed a ring around the villagers.
Okay.
And are just
That's where they
fighting
are.
off- and they're fighting off monsters and cultists. And some of these
Oh, no,
monsters.
gonna go the other way for a minute. I thought you were gonna say they're fighting the villagers.
No! But some of these monsters are incredibly large, like
Okay.
almost impossibly
Uh,
large.
Can I like take a pot shot at one of them with my firebolt while I'm up in the air as like they're fighting one of them?
Sure.
Okay.
An attack. Well, you'd have to get within 120 feet, so you'd have to dip down a little bit.
Yeah. The way I'm picturing it is they're kind of fighting some big creature, and I just kind of swoop in and blast them.
Gotcha. I'm helping.
I'm
Oh my
helping.
god! Never mind.
You
What
hit a
was it?
villager.
I rolled a natural one.
Yeah, you hit a villager.
I wanted to be cool.
Burning.
Um.
Oh no,
nope,
that was
I
my
don't have.
wife.
Nope, that was it. God, this is gonna end badly. I'm gonna get fucking mega kicked out.
What? So, what did you roll ultimately?
Natural one.
Total.
You're fine.
I'm fine. Bullshit. I
Yeah.
am.
Well, natural one doesn't do anything unless you roll a disadvantage and you roll 2 ones.
Oh,
Then something bad happens.
okay.
But a 5% chance of fucking up seems a little bit ridiculous, so I don't do that.
Okay. Well, I just essentially wanted to drop down, blast something, and then assess the situation with the guards and the villagers.
I gotcha.
It ain't good. There's the situation.
Good.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna kind of curse
Remarkable
a
assessment
little
there.
bit
Shrike.
above them on Zephyr, and does there seem to be anyone like in charge, or is it just the whole circle?
Well, there's a whole bunch of people shouting out commands, but there's nothing. There's
Just
no
no
one
one.
that seems to particularly stand out. more than the others.
Okay.
You do see a couple of your classmates in there.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna choose to believe that there's just no time for pleasantries, so I'm just gonna ask, what's the situation so far?
You're gonna land? Or you're
No,
just
I'm just gonna kind of coast, like, maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 feet above them and just ask. Essentially, I'm gonna stay on Zephyr and just
So
ask them the
basically,
situation.
the one classmate you recognize, you go get close. It's this turtle individual. You know him as Slow Step.
Oh, that jerk. He didn't want to be my friend.
He also shared classes with you as a healer. So you swoop down and get close, and he goes, and you see him kind of like do one of these gestures, like the hell. And he goes, "Yuelia, is that you?" He's shouting, but I'm not going to scream.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna shout back. It is. What's the situation here with the villagers and all these monsters? Is everyone safe?
Well, this might not necessarily be the time for this, but more or less, the villagers were trying to get into the inner walls for safety, and they were intercepted by the cultists. But before that happened, we intercepted them. But we just couldn't get rid of them faster than they were appearing. Luckily, reinforcements arrived and helped us out, but they're endless. They're absolutely freaking endless.
Yeah, we were at the inner walls and they kept coming out of there too. So you're walking into a death trap if you head to the city.
Good to know. I'll relay the information.
If
But
you do head to the city, just be on your guard and try and find a location. We're gonna try, and we've tried to clear the area, but they just keep coming. We're not sure whose side they're on though, because
they're fighting each other, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like if you take a look, and if you do take a close look, you see it's like the villagers in the middle, and then the Valona forces, and then on the outside is the cultists, but then there's like an outside ring of cultists fighting the inside ring of cultists. Like the inner ring is being fought on two sides. So the outside ring is just people, no monsters.
Our group has chosen not to fight any longer, and we decided to move. We have too many wounded, and we're trying to get to safety. If you can, try and get them to the inner wall, we can try and group up and probably take back Valona.
I mean, we're gonna try. It's not like I can promise anything myself.
Well, you won't.
I mean, it
be
looks
alone.
good for us now that the other cultists are fighting each other. But I mean, we're going to be stuck here for a while.
Okay. Well, he's a healer, like you said, so I guess I'm just gonna take a quick look around. Does anyone look like they're in anything? Like,
Don't worry,
in need of anything or of healing or anything?
I mean, Flowstep was no slouch when it came to healing. He's generally pretty lazy, but he's good at what he does. It doesn't seem like anybody around him is particularly injured.
Okay, well, that's good then. Okay, well, it looks like you have everything under control. I'm gonna head back and keep my group informed.
Be safe.
You as well.
Nice griffin, by the way.
Thanks. If you happen to find the commander, let her know I have it.
I'm here.
We'll do.
And
Will
he is
do.
safe.
Oh no, the
Oh.
god
And
is
with
the
that, I'm assuming you're gonna try and make your way back.
Yeah, with that, I'm gonna make my way back because I feel as though they're safe, and I can at least be okay with that. So,
Thanks, Dave.
yeah, because I don't know any more of the situation, what happened after I left, and it's been a half hour, so it would take me a half hour to get back, probably, depending on the weather.
I mean, if
Technically a little bit longer because we were moving forward.
Right, so to catch up to you guys, yeah, but Griffin faster?
Well, it
than the horse?
depends on two things, and that's what I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Are the horses just normal movement, or are they like hauling ass?
I mean, honestly, to get to the city.
We have Shrike on top to see ahead of us. So if we move quicker,
Well,
I think it.
just as a to throw it out there, and I probably won't do this in the future, but the faster you move, the more prone you are to mistakes.
Yeah, that's true.
Stuff starts happening at disadvantage, including seeing stuff.
Got you. So I'm gonna start dashing.
So I
got
start
you.
dashing. Okay.
No.
Well,
Okay, we'll start making our way
yeah, but are we
quickly
going
but carefully.
regular
It's
speed?
just like a trot pace, you know, not like a full-on sprint, but
Well,
still
it's either normal or fast.
normal.
Slow, normal, or fast.
In the term, normal.
Okay.
I'm going his speed because I'm second in line. So
Now, before we switch over to you guys, Yuelia, the Griffin can go slow, normal, or fast. And it's
Fine.
fast. It's really fast.
Yeah, I'm trying to assess the situation because it took me a half hour to get there, or
Well,
rather to catch up with everyone.
This is
So-
how much time is passing by. I rolled
Right.
to see how much time is passing by for all this to happen.
Okay.
So everything you just did took a half an hour, and now I'm about to do everything that they're doing while you're doing that.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go back at a normal pace, which I believe is 60, correct?
80.
Yes, 80. I mean,
Or 80, right? Okay. Then I'm just gonna go back at a normal pace then,
all right,
for Griffin, which is pretty fast.
all right. So back to you guys in the carriages. You guys are starting to see a lot more as you guys are going towards the middle wall.
I'll
You
be right
guys are starting to see a lot more of the forces that you were like, where the hell is everybody? And there's people fighting to the right of you. There's people fighting to the left of you. There's like soldiers and prowlers and a bunch of other stuff I haven't really got to mention because no one's asked or seen anything about it. But basically, all of Aurora's forces are literally tied up already in fights throughout everywhere. Like, you guys are kind of starting to get a little bit of flashback of the incident, is what we'll call it. But it's not nearly as bad, but it's just, there's just so much chaos going around. It's almost impossible to think that Valona up to this point hasn't had any issue with this if they're able to do it on such a grand scale. But maybe this is a trump card? Who knows? But as you guys are driving, you guys are still having that happen. That, like, you're starting to remember things and see things and know things that you didn't know. Techniques, experiences, and even abilities and magic and all sorts of, like, things that you didn't know yesterday, you suddenly know today without ever having any practice or knowledge of it before this point. And they just keep appearing like flashes in your mind, brief moments of you engaging in combat and doing techniques, but you have no recollection of it ever happening. And in combination with all the chaos that's going on around you, it's very, very overwhelming. Some of you are probably starting to get kind of migraines or headaches from trying to concentrate on both. Sprocket and Shrike, you're basically, you would imagine you're probably about halfway to the middle wall at this point. If you guys want to discuss or debate or...
Shrike has no idea how far we are from the middle wall because he doesn't pay attention.
Okay, well I'll say we're almost there. We're about
Well,
halfway.
As far as the thing is the outermost wall isn't really lit up that well. The middle inward is. That has all like the ever burning torches and stuff. But the walls themselves are always lit. So you can see those walls no matter where you are.
But we're almost there. Hopefully it doesn't look like this in the inside.
Wow.
And the
Maybe
rain is
we'll
starting to
add
pick
more
up a little bit more. It's about a medium rain at the moment. This is usual for Valona, though.
Still don't like it.
How's everyone behind us, Shrike?
They're still there,
Nay.
I think.
I don't like the rain.
I'm gonna look back and see if the other carriage is still there and relatively intact.
Everything seems to be good so far.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Frank, when you
Okay.
look back forward, I need you to make a perception roll at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. I don't like that.
And I need to know your passive really quick because I don't have TaleSpire up.
So disadvantage roll is 12, and passive is 12.
Oh, so you basically rolled your passive.
Yeah.
Alright, so basically you go to turn around. There's something ahead, but you can't quite. Everybody make a wisdom saving throw, please. Except for Yuelia.
Is it
Ooh,
anything
wisdom
magic
save.
based?
Say what?
Is it anything magic based?
It is magic based.
Okay.
Oh,
Dang it.
Jesus.
I get advantage.
I got a 3.
I rolled bad. I got an 11.
Why'd you say 3? Right when you said 3, I rolled a 3. I got a 7.
You said you have advantage. I have a 13.
13, I heard a 3, I heard 11.
Yeah.
I got a 7 with advantage.
Really bad
I
numbers.
believe-
Ah!
Man, these are really bad
I'm
numbers.
changing the dice. Hang in.
Hold on,
I'm
hold
not
on.
even going to bother with the majority of unconscious people and the horses.
I got you with Vi. Let's see. Oh, no bonus. Natural 1.
Oh my god.
I'm changing these dice. These dice are being changed.
Well, good to know that all those good rolls are over with and you're back to your usual self.
Screw you.
Ah.
Damn.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay, Mirra, pick it. I have complete faith in you. Doesn't even have to be pretty.
Okay.
Oh my god, everyone rolled horrible. Even the NPCs rolled horrible.
Although for
Just
some
to make
reason,
sure. No one beat an 18. Is that what I'm hearing?
no.
Oh wow, you're funny.
Yeah.
18 is still beatable.
No.
Or not
Next-
18, 17.
Use my
Next
pact with
time
the
I'm using my
talisman
Mirra
on a
dice.
save. Even if I could do my pact on a save, it still wouldn't be enough.
Next time I'm
Alright.
using my sparkle
You know what? I'm
dice.
gonna roll actual dice. How about that?
I get my sparkle dice. They're so
Let me go turn on my
sparkly.
light.
They're so look at all the sparkles in my Mirra dice. They're so sparkly.
I'm gonna roll my Scanlan dice.
Scanlan dice. Nope, we all suck.
Alright.
I'm gonna die down here.
You'll float too.
Well, you kind of feel odd for a second. And then the whole world for everybody just fades to black. You guys can see each other. Like it's like the light that you guys are generating in various ways is still lighting up the carriage and everything, but the ground, the sky, the horizon, everything else is pitch black.
Huh?
Can I reach out through my link to Umbra?
Yeah, Umbra's still there. You can see it.
Can Umbra see anything?
It looks around. This is not actual darkness.
It's
going.
advanced darkness.
Darkness.
No. I knew that was coming, but
Sorry.
I don't
Wait, is this-
feel. I do not feel that this is an illusion either.
Oh, is this magical darkness?
No.
because then we wouldn't be able to see ourselves or each other.
He says there's just literally nothing here. I think we went through a portal.
Oh god.
Dang it!
So I'm gonna basically pass that on to everybody, loudly enough that the second carriage can hear me.
Do we need to
Am
go
I
backwards?
standing?
I don't know. Are we back in the upside down?
I wish I could punch through the fabric of reality.
You go.
You'll
Can I
get
work
there.
towards that feat?
I believe in you.
Hold on. So, describe it to me again. Are we standing? If we were in a sitting position, are we?
Are we
No
still
one's-
in the carriage?
Everything still feels normal, other than the fact that what you see is just black. Other than literally the people in the carriage and everything around you.
Do we need to back up?
Like if you turn around, you can see the other carriage. The people in the other carriage can see you, but everything else is just black.
All right, make a U-turn.
Hold on now.
Oh
I went through a lot of effort to catch you, little rats.
Oh,
no! Oh.
We recognize the voice.
Mordekaiser.
no. You're going to Brazil.
Come on now. I've given you so many chances so far to just not do what you do, and you just never cease to amaze me.
Thank you.
As this individual walks up out of the shadows again.
Oh no! Oh no! That's not
He-
okay.
Right away, Mirra, given your keen perception, you realize he is currently missing an arm.
Oh.
And he has this portion of his mask right here is completely broken off, so you can see his forehead skin, which is green.
Who's this guy?
So is this the one is this the super bad? I'm gonna make
this
you a
Loot
loot.
guy?
Is this loot guy?
This is I put the name there for you.
It's loot guy. His name is
Need a
loot
name.
guy. Okay, I don't
We
want to
don't
be
need
a
a name.
loot.
I have it written down. We don't need it.
Do I have him on here?
He's Loot Boy.
Oh yeah, I do. That is not how I spelled it, but okay. Oh, I spelled it I spelled it Catopus, right? Not Catopus, it's
Have you
Catopus.
turned
Not
anybody
a
into loot
catapult.
recently?
I mean, come on, look at it. It's Catopus, but no, it's Catopus.
Okay, no, he's Catapus. It's canon now.
I'm craving spaghetti.
Just kidding.
What? Are you pregnant, Pedi?
Pregnancy
Perhaps.
I kind of whispered to Aurora, I hope Don's
Aurora.
okay.
Mikey, make sure you read your chat.
Yeah.
So,
I hope God.
real quick, sir, where are we?
Well, if I had to give it a name,
Uh-huh.
I guess you'd say you're in my world now.
Oh.
I don't want to be a loot.
What a dad joke.
Alright, we're taking him down.
What?
This is the guy who's gonna, like, use our innards
Trump's
to
gonna
string a loot
take
and make us
and
play
he's
it.
gonna make us a loot. And
Well, he danced.
something about dancing in blood.
So you're saying he threatened to turn you guys into loots?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, I wasn't paying attention to him.
I don't
Like
want to be a
magic?
loot.
Like magically? Turn you into a loot?
No, take our organs and use them to string the loot, and then he was gonna somehow teach us to play the loot, so we could play it while he danced.
Oh.
There was a lot of words being said, and honestly, you know.
Yeah,
I think he just,
Did you say punch?
How far away from us is he?
Paladin.
I reach for my
If you
crossbow.
were to say the distance from, like, the front horse, probably 40 feet.
Done. Eldritch Blast.
I'm loading my crossbow.
Alright, give me a attack roll.
Boom. Oh, that's gross. 12?
12 does not hit. As he sidesteps your shot, because he basically, just as you go to snap your finger, he just turns sideways and the beam just goes into nothingness.
I used to be able to hit things.
It's like, really? The first thing you're gonna do is just shoot at me after what you just went through earlier? Like,
In fairness, I
do you
don't
want me
think-
to just kill you on the spot? Is that what you
Sir?
want?
I want
Sir,
you to
I don't-
try.
I don't know who you are, but I've seen these guys do amazing things.
Aww.
So, please send us back, or I think they're gonna come at you.
Let's see. Hold on, my friends.
Guys, I'm scared. He's sitting in silence.
All of you have less than 100 hit points, right?
Well, yeah.
Power word death.
Yeah.
Well, one of those power word kill.
Well,
But-
don't forget, if he uses like sleep or something, there's
Um,
all the people in the carriages that would also soak up some of the effects.
The only thing I need to know is, are any of you immune to being charmed?
Vi is.
Charmed
Okay.
or put to sleep?
Charmed.
No.
Alright. I need you all to now make... Gotta pull this back. A Constitution saving throw. At disadvantage. My apologies.
Okay, screw that. I'm breaking out the big dice for this one.
Oh,
Constitution.
dice.
Grog
16.
dice.
15.
nope, nope.
What?
What the
Well, my first one was a natural 20.
This is at disadvantage.
Ooh,
So, I got a unnatural 20. 19 plus 1. Oh,
You
wait.
have-
Disadvantage. Hold on.
Oh.
Never mind. That's a 4.
Never mind.
17 at disadvantage.
Nope.
Fuck. I got a 15 and a 16.
I rolled a 17 and 14 with a +2.
So, what I imagine is that everybody kind of gets off the carriages and starts, getting ready to confront him.
Oh, I was sitting.
Are you just still sitting on the carriage?
I was sitting on the carriage, yeah, because I was up front and center.
Okay. Well, still, you see him. But I just need you guys to kind of describe what you guys are about to do before he does what he's about to do, I guess to say.
Prep a second Eldritch Blast.
So you're still staying on the carriage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was sitting there with Vi next to me, loading a crossbow bolt, talking to him.
Mirra? Aurora?
I was deciding how to get him.
I suppose I would have stood up on the seat to see better. I don't even think I could see at that point. There's a whole nother carriage in front of me. Possibly then got off my carriage and went and stood on the luggage, the back luggage thing, and did the thing where I peeked over so I could see him. And then also get
Basically, yeah, so I'm assuming you guys are going to make this difficult. So,
well, yeah, it's kind of what we do.
So, he goes, so, rather than make this all difficult and messy, I'm just going to make it easy for you guys. I have a trick that I can do too when I snap my fingers. And when he does that, everybody starts to get an excruciating pain shooting through their bodies. We're talking, it's almost on the level of being electrocuted lit on fire, and stabbed on every single inch of your body at the same time.
Oh
You
my
all
god.
just fall to the floor, just writhing in excruciating pain.
Being the smartass that he is, Shrike is gonna moan.
Okay.
Family Guy mode?
And he goes, and while you guys are busy with that, I believe you all have something that belongs to me.
Come on.
These hands.
Now, for the few of you that are not totally focused on your own immense suffering, you see that he's limping towards the carriage rather than just walking.
So let me see something real quick.
The horses also seem to be screaming, which is absolutely horrifying. I forgot to mention.
Oh my god, you can't just do that. That's awful.
Sorry,
How dare you?
but he didn't. He wasn't pick and choosy about who got hit with it.
Vi's most likely going to try to defend us if she wasn't affected.
Okay. At this point, she's the only one that can really do anything.
I can't command her, but
You
she'll be-
can move no further than 10 feet. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, saving throws, and constitution saving throws. If you try to cast a spell, you have to succeed on a constitution saving throw first, or the spell is wasted.
Jesus, what did this guy do? Kind of fucked us up.
Also, and this is also in tandem with any exhaustion you guys are suffering, which I'm not sure if anybody was applying that this entire time.
I only have disadvantage on ability checks.
Well, you basically have disadvantage on everything at this point.
And, you know, pain.
Alright. He's about... So I'm trying to imagine this. So he's... Was the front carriage the one with the elderly, or was the back carriage the one with the elderly?
The front carriage was the original carriage. That's the one that
Okay.
had the hostages, and the back one, the one I'm on, was the secondary one we got, which had the elderly.
Gotcha. So, as he makes his way around, he's perfect.
Oh, the little Sprocket is going to try to stand up. Fight. Keep him away.
Hang on one second. As he's starting to walk up, and then he's like, oh, perfect. All of a sudden, you see the white griffin just suddenly appear into the sky, and it's going straight down. All you can tell, Yuelia, is that everybody seems to be screaming, and there's this masked dude with one arm standing by the front carriage as he looks up at you.
As I'm charging down, I'm going to use Firebolt because I can see he's a threat.
Okay.
Please don't-
In order to get into the bubble,
Okay.
you'd have to hit 60 feet. So, are you going in and stopping, or are you going to keep going further down?
I want to stay elevated on the Griffin. So essentially, whatever that would allow me. So, like, I still want to be within range to shoot, but still want to be in the air.
Well, so what's your range?
120 feet for fireball.
Oh, yeah, so you just need to... So if you want, you can stay like 50 to 60 feet in the air.
Yeah, that's essentially
And
what
then
I
you'll
was
be
going
in the
with.
bubble, but still up.
Okay.
At the top of the bubble.
Make an attack roll for me, please.
Guy is so upset with you. Guy is very upset
that'd
that you're
be
hurting
16.
horses.
It's not like I'm doing it.
You're hurting the horses!
He's evil!
Ugh.
And
16.
it does not hit.
Okay, well, then I'm going to, the way I'm going to picture it is it just kind of fires off in his direction, and just kind of stops him from moving.
I meant to do that. That was just to get your attention.
So I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Ah, shit.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Oh
Zephyr's wasn't any better.
no. Natural 1.
Both you and Zephyr start to experience. Sure?
Jenny, he's
Wait.
hurting Zephyr! Help!
Wait,
Jenny, help! He's hurting Zephyr!
Yeah,
how much?
a D20.
God. How much do we know what's going on? Like, can we move at all?
Very, very little.
I
If
want to
you have
activate my
speed
ring.
reduction, your speed is basically 5.
Mhm.
I want to activate my ring.
Alright.
Bong.
Right?
Ta-da.
Jenny, help!
Jenny, help!
Oh, goddess of the sweets. Please.
So what
It's
do I
come
get
in
with my
clutch
natural
twice
1?
before.
I need you
It
to
has-
pick a card as well.
Come in clutch twice.
Here, over here, or over there.
This one here. What did you roll? Big money, big money.
18?
Yeah.
Escalators.
Escalators. Zephyr passes its save, so it's at least not plummeting to the ground.
Woo!
Nice.
Yep.
Come on, three-time clutch.
Death.
You have to pick the purple.
What that? Like, we have to Google because I keep picking shit that he's not used to. Google.
Well, it's a full tarot deck, and I'm used to only the high cards, I guess is the
Major
word.
Arcana.
Yeah, Major
Yeah.
Arcana. You got like 3 cups, 3 swords, or something.
Yeah, he got something much less than what he usually gets.
Well, that's not hard with what he's been getting.
I rolled 18. 18.
Yes, Zephyr is good.
Yay!
Well, good. At least I don't plummet to the damn ground.
And
I'm not good at all.
then with that, I just need a D20 from you.
Just a flat D20.
Yep.
Roll better. Roll better.
From me or from Shrike?
Shrike.
Right.
Okay.
Shrike, god damn it! Shrike.
Quit.
Shrike, that's not
Good.
okay.
It could be good.
Oh my god.
Why are our rolls back to normal now? That's not okay. We were doing
It's,
so
uh,
good.
I gotta change
I
my
think he
die.
rolled a 2.
He rolled a
rolled a
2.
Everybody loses a point of exhaustion. You got a point of exhaustion, you lose a point of exhaustion.
You know what? I'll take it.
So
I'll,
if I didn't have one, I got nothing.
I'll take
Pretty
it.
much.
You
Okay.
know what? You're fine. Stop complaining.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's something. I'll take it.
You raise the ring up, and it shines brightly and gives the image of a knight on a horse holding a single coin. And as he grips the coin, you feel a sense of duty, and some of your wounds and exhaustion are relieved,
Duty.
and then it disappears. And then you
Does
see,
that also count for our hostages? As in,
Yeah,
also
yes, it does.
for,
It's for everybody in
Lilith?
the vicinity.
So Lilith,
Lilith?
is also down a point of exhaustion?
Is she down to 3 points of exhaustion?
Correct, but she's still unconscious.
Ah.
Somebody needs to go update that for us.
Hey guys, 3 more. I got you.
But the gentleman, Catopus, just kind of looks around, is like, "You guys are just a circus, aren't you?" Like, and he just shakes his head. All right,
Are we able to talk?
yeah. I mean, between all the screaming, I suppose.
Okay.
Yep. Accurate.
I guess as I'm screaming out, I'm gonna ask, what is it that he wants?
What? Your friends didn't tell you how much danger you were in by associating with them? That's not nice. You guys
Sorry.
should be ashamed of yourselves.
Kind
But-
of slipped their mind while we were killing your shit.
My shit.
Don't antagonize him.
Any case, the only thing I'm willing to tell you is that there's a bunch of people in here that we need, and you guys keep trying to take them from us. So we're just taking them back. That's what all this is about, is basically furthering our end.
Do one other roll.
He goes, now, as I was so rudely interrupted.
I'm gonna start
Can
crawling
I,
towards him.
can I butt in and say, I just rolled for the fairy, or Alvinia, and she got a 19, so would she also be...
Oh, thank you for reminding me of that. Yes, she would be good.
She would be good? Okay.
You're good.
So... While we're... Or at least... We're still in pain, but we're not actually taking damage, right?
Correct. Just
Okay.
everything just doesn't work the way you want it to, more or less.
So I'm just gonna look over to her and see that she's fine, and just tell her.
Zephyr's flying fine. The fairies flying fine.
So I'm gonna look over to her and
I think
order her.
she's immune to charm anyway.
I don't think so. It's not on the list.
What's going on?
I'm gonna have her do an attack, a force strike over to our friend over here.
All right, make the roll.
I'll start crawling in front of the door.
20, and
God
then it
damn
moved
it.
to a 2.
Stop
It moved
that.
to a 2.
Now you know how we normally roll, okay? This is...
It was a 20 and then it moved.
So,
Welcome to the club.
wait, what's going on?
It landed on the 20 and then it just kept moving and then it moved to the
I
2.
gotcha. So it didn't.
So, no, so it's a fucking... It was a 6. Does a 6 magically hit? I don't think so, but
It does not.
that's okay. So, yeah, I guess seeing me in pain, she fired off a force strike.
Aww.
He, as it goes straight towards him, he takes his only hand left, and as it's about to hit him, he just flicks it, and it just dissipates. How cute. And then you hear another voice. Not as cute as you're being.
Oh, is that the jester? Jester? Dude?
It was
Farfalla.
Lilith.
Is this a
Is
fucking
Lilith?
party?
Oh,
It's a-
no.
Yes.
This Soraka?
Farfalla.
If it'll cooperate. Hang on. It always has to do, like, I can't drag and drop when I want to drag and drop, and I can't copy and paste when I want to copy and paste. It's okay, though. I got this. First world problems. Thanks, Papa. Okay, much further. Should be close. And as another one of these masked individuals appears on...
Both arms.
Yes. He appears just as he looks with the instrument and all, as he does a quick strum.
For
Yeah.
the pain, Shrike is gonna be like, is he why you're turning us into loots?
He looks over at Shrike really quick and then looks back and he goes, "What? You think you can actually still take me on? Even with one arm missing, you don't stand a snowball's chance in hell." He goes, "No. I'm here to prove you wrong. Once and for all." Where is Mirra at the moment?
I'm at the back of the first carriage, but crawling towards whichever side he's on. I was gonna try and block the door with my body.
So, I'm kind of imagining that because if you try to go to the floor, that could hurt and be much more difficult. So I imagine you're getting on top of the carriage, so you can like fall on top of him maybe.
I like that. Yeah.
As you get on top of the carriage, he goes, "It should be happening right about now." Your pain stops, Mirra, and your chest starts to glow with a remarkable otherworldly light. As a matter of fact, everybody's pain stops. And the world of black kind of starts dissipating to a gray. Like almost like the back of Discord gray.
Now the black is gone.
Why do you make that sound slightly racist?
What?
It's not my intention, I swear.
Damn
Oh,
it.
add another one to the list of
Damn it.
add another one to the list of whoops sentences.
I'm sorry.
The child is lacking closing. Perfect timing.
Oh,
I stand fully erect.
I stand fully erect, and now I can see clearly now the block is here. Well, that was a little bit. In any case,
Shrike
But
is gonna
as-
see himself out now.
but as everything turns into like this deep gray, you guys gain your sensation, and you see the guy look at his hands like, and he looks up at the jester, and he looks over to Mirra, and he looks back at the jester, like, because you can see his left eye. He goes, "She's the one?" And the jester goes, "Bing bong, correct.
Bing bong.
What I've been telling you this whole time. We didn't have to interfere at all. But all the other times we tried, but this time's different. So, maybe we should put our differences aside and just watch." Opus looks at you, Mirra, one more time. And then he turns literally 180 degrees, like about face, and just walks off until he just disappears.
Shrike, not quietly, is gonna be like, what the fuck?
The jester strums his instrument a little bit. Dum, 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 dum. Everybody at this point is fully functional. No more screaming, no more pain.
And fully a jock.
I don't know what happened, but thank you.
Oh, it wasn't me. Bearer of the Oracle Stone. By the way, did you tell Valona that you took it?
Well, at first I thought it was a dream. So no.
A dream, you say?
Yeah.
Well, a little advice from a little bird that's just watching. Valona is only your friend until they realize you have it. Just saying. But I think I've overstayed my welcome. So, without further ado,
Why are you helping us?
I didn't do anything. Well, I had a conversation with him, but other than that, I didn't do anything.
Fine.
What's your
Can
name?
you tell us what's going on?
I'm not sure if I can interfere that much. But, as I told one of your friends before, she wasn't interested in listening to me, so poo on her, I guess.
Was
Any
she short
case.
and angry?
Yes! That's the one. Where is she?
Freya. We
I
don't.
don't see
You know what? To be honest, we don't know. But what's your
Oh.
name?
Me?
Yes.
They call me Jack.
Do you happen to live in a box?
That's a very specific question with a very specific answer of no.
That's fair.
Oh! Jack in the Box. Very clever. You see him take out a parchment. Jack. Jack. He rolls it up and puts it away.
Okay.
I like this funny man.
Well, but how do I give this? Like, I didn't mean to like take it. How do I like give it back?
So, long story short, from what I can tell you, basically, the person who holds the Oracle Stone can more or less predict the future. Valona's been number one for this long because they use it to predict the future. And you've basically taken it from them, and there's no way to give it back.
But, oh.
Because it doesn't belong in this world as an object now. It's a part of you. Them's the breaks.
Is it like an extra arm type of part of her?
I wouldn't refer to it as appendage. It's like
An extra
you
organ?
didn't know that you like grapes, and then you ate grapes, and now you know that you like grapes. Unless you don't like grapes. Point being, it's something you didn't know, and now you know. That's basically it.
No, you know?
But I digress. I really can't stay much longer because I'm not supposed to be here. So, toodaloo!
Thanks, Jack.
And he just he like disappears almost in like his body turns into like smoke as he fades away.
Cool trick.
Would my character know about this Oracle Stone?
Oh yeah. Because you have also had very close mentoring by Belhaven.
Belhaven's gonna be pissed. Oh
Who
no!
is basically one of the very, very few people entrusted with the knowledge of it. To which he's entrusted you with the knowledge of it, as all of you, when he talked about it, that you guys aren't supposed to talk about it to anybody.
What?
Just wanted to pop in to say hi.
I
Hi!
think we said her name enough times.
We said your
quick
name
recap
during
your
this.
nickname.
Yeah, so we summoned you.
Yeah, I'll be
ritual
here
work.
next week.
Ah!
Brea.
Brea,
Brea,
Brea.
Brea.
I hope everyone has a good game. Good night, guys.
Good
Hi.
night.
Catch you later. I was wondering who popped in.
Right?
Oh.
I honestly thought it was Fred Boat.
Me too.
So,
I was waiting for the dong.
so we're technically out of that zone now and everything.
Yep, and as soon as he fades, all of a sudden the gray kind of sways back and forth in color and everything starts to come back. Now you're in that section of the road where you more or less stopped.
I really don't like this, guys.
I'm
So
gonna
you're
look
starting to
over-
hear like the fighting just immediately starts to almost go away in a matter of seconds. Like 10-15 seconds go by and all the screaming, shouting, and combat just becomes dead silence.
From on top of the carriage, I look around.
Is it still dark out?
I'm gonna.
Therefore, I
ask Mirra-
can't see! Ah! Yeah.
I'm gonna look over to Mirra and ask, how did you get that?
Well,
Now, Yuelia has never seen it, but because our friend mentioned what it is, that kind of just threw up a red flag for Yuelia.
Well, I mean, we were in sort of a dream, and there was this guy who called himself Truth and Kitty Tail. Gingy! Oh, Gingy.
I looked at the speaker like, who's yelling at me?
Sorry. There was this man called Truth, and I don't even know. I didn't know I took it.
So you had a dream and it just appeared?
That happens a lot to us, actually. It's
Yeah, that's true.
Who are you people?
oh, we're the
For real,
Valonan Valors.
I still don't like that name.
Oh. Well, it's a work in
What does
progress.
that? If you guys are the Valonan Valors, what does that make me?
But you're part of the Valonan Valors. Remember
My
You're-
contract does not say that.
You are contracted, but yes, it does not say that.
Oh.
I mean, if you want to add him, that's fine.
I'm a
but
general contractor.
Yeah, he's just...
you can be a part of Valona Valors and be a Valona Valor. You just can't be a Valona Elite.
They're different. It's a work in progress, okay? But, I mean, we got a lot of dream weird stuff that,
Yeah, we do.
like,
There's
it happens a lot.
Okay, I feel like this is a conversation for later. Okay, I have news about the villagers.
Oh, yes.
They're constantly being attacked by all types of creatures and other cultists, but they seem to have backup from other Valona forces. So they're doing okay.
I mean, with all the fighting we don't hear anymore, that's probably a different situation
Right.
now.
Shrike,
I'm
can
going
you
to-
look
I'm
around? And I don't like all the sudden silence.
Yeah. So I'm going to take Zephyr higher and see if I can scout anything ahead, and
But it's
I'll
still
report
nighttime.
back to you guys. I can see within. I can see. I have dark vision with 60 feet, so if I see,
Coolio.
But Shrike has 120.
Yeah, but I'm staying on the ground.
I'd
I flew one.
yeah, no, I'd rather
Staying on the ground.
no, I'd rather
I
keep
flew one.
Shrike on the defensive because we're still not sure, especially after that.
Sorry.
I'm the reason we were in pain.
Yeah.
Were you guys able to hear that?
No.
So, as Yuelia, are you telling Zephyr to fly, more or less?
Yeah.
So as you kind of instruct him to fly, did you guys hear that?
Vaguely.
We heard the beginning and then the end, so it sounded like a and then a plop, like some
Yeah.
random.
I was confused.
Well, let's just do it like this, because it'll work this way.
Okay.
No, that's Dave's chat. I don't put it there.
I mean, I would have been able to get it that way.
Shrike, are you watching the stream?
No.
Okay. Guy says you're assistant to the elite, so you're the Valonan Valor's assistant.
You know, it's hilarious.
Dang it, Mirra,
I'm an
we missed
assistant
it.
to I'm an assistant to the assistant to the manager. T-shirt from The Office.
You're Dwight,
Yeah, basically.
assistant to the regional manager. But anyways, did anyone hear it?
No, I didn't.
It's the.
Dang it,
Basically,
Mirra.
the first roar on the thing I linked if you
Oh,
click
okay.
Oh,
Here.
okay, yeah.
I got an ad about a lady who does Grammarly stuff. So hold on a second.
Oh, it wants me to download something? What is happening?
What is happening?
Oh, Nikes. Okay.
Okay, so I hear that. Okay.
Wow.
as it takes off into the sky to follow your command.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
what
that's a
you were
good
going
one.
with?
Okay.
Okay.
That was Zephyr doing that.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
Okay.
Another one.
Ah!
Okay. So
Wild
I'm
boy
not going too
here.
far, just kind of scouting ahead and seeing if I can see any cultists, any people fighting, anything of the sort.
So, how much time are you roughly spending doing this?
Let's just say I didn't go.
Are you
I
keeping
went.
the carriages in eyesight?
Yes.
That's
So I
only
didn't go. Say again.
that's only in 60 feet.
60 feet, and then I have 60 feet of dark vision. So
But that's what I mean. If you're keeping it in eyesight, the
You
further you
can
can go.
go
50 feet.
120.
You can see, yeah, you can
Yeah.
see 120.
60
You-
behind you,
you-
60 in front of you.
So, if you go out to say 100 feet, I can still see you, and you would be able to signal me somehow.
okay. So then let's go ahead and do that then.
I like
would
that.
go a little further.
So,
We'll get those
As
signal
you-
flags.
as you go out to roughly give or take 120 feet, I mean, it's hard to say specifically,
Yeah.
but
In vision, out of vision.
as you're kind of circling around, just taking in everything, you just see a lot of Valona soldiers just kind of recovering and picking themselves up and looking around. A lot of them seem to be really confused, but there are no cultists. No cultists, no monsters, not even bodies that you were very sure were there on the flyover.
Then I'm gonna give a sign. I'm gonna give a thumbs up towards Shrike.
I'm going to make the assumption I see that. Because I've been watching him Zephyr the whole time to watch for some sort of signal.
Yeah, well, I don't think you see the thumbs up, but you definitely see the arm up in the air.
There's an arm up in the air. Maybe it's a good thing. Let's move along.
What does that mean?
I know what you
So-
mean. What's your name?
So we have to find. That,
You dumb fuck.
does that mean the way forward is clear or the way backwards is clear?
I can't hear you. I'm
I
up in
know.
the air.
I'm talking to Shrike.
Look, I just saw an arm up in the air. It could be that come this way. It could be don't. It's an arm.
That's fair. Is it his arm? Is it attached to him?
Best I
Is he
can tell,
holding
yeah.
someone else's arm in the air?
So
Best I can tell, it is their arm.
Sprocket blankly staring
Oh,
forward
her.
is going to
Sorry.
start to move the
Sorry.
carriage.
I've been misgendering Yuelia. I apologize. I will work
It
on
is
it in the
okay.
future.
Everybody
I
is
guess
like
I'll
here.
get back in the driver's seat of the carriage. Okay, so I guess we find the doctor?
We need to find somewhere to sleep.
We need a doctor.
I'm already moving towards the inner wall.
I'll follow
Done.
with the carriage.
I'm.
About to say,
Lilith
the carriage.
needs a doctor. One of her pupils is
Oh.
still bigger than the other. I don't like it.
I'm under the assumption that they understood what I was going with, and then I make another gesture that I'm gonna go check out the arch. But clearly they have no idea what the hell I'm doing, so it's just more funny to me.
That's fair.
There's some more arm waving. I don't know what it means.
So, when you say you're checking out the arch, what do you mean?
Or rather, the entry, to see if
The gate you guys were at?
if the villagers had managed to make it there, and like you said, any of the bodies, or
Any cultists?
So, when you get over to that area, you see a very large force of Valonan soldiers and whatnot are moving all these villagers inside. But again, there's bodies you know should be there. But all that's there is the Valonan people that didn't make it.
okay, so I see the same group that I saw when I went to scout ahead. Yeah.
Well, you didn't really memorize like every single face and every single...
No, but I mean, but at least from what I
But-
saw.
You can
From
always
more or less,
ask
I'm-
Slow Step what happened.
Yeah, that's essentially it. Do I see him?
Yep, slow steps there.
Okay. I'm going to. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna drop down towards towards the group.
The group of soldiers and stuff.
Yeah. Slow step.
So as you start to get closer, because he doesn't have dark vision,
Mhm.
but as you start to get into like torchlight range, and he hears you, you see him say, "Hey!" And you see him like break off from the group so that you're not like hovering over the villagers. So he like breaks off and goes out into the open alone, holding a torch.
How is everybody?
Are you completely landing, or are you kind of hovering again?
Kind of hovering again. Let's say about 20 feet up.
So it's like almost he's like trying to cover
Yeah,
the torch.
you're gonna blow out the torch there, dude. You're kind of rude.
Are you willing to land? Because this is really awkward.
Fine. I guess I just got in command Zephyr to drop down.
And as Zephyr lands, there's just a like this thunk. It always makes like a really massive thunk when it lands, just due to its sheer size and weight. And
I'm gonna pet it and it's like, you did great. Take a rest.
it makes like this growl. You're pretty sure it's a happy growl, but Slow Step goes, "Oh." It's not going to bite, is it?
No, it's friendly.
I
Yeah.
doubt that. So, I mean, I'm happy you're back, but what'd you come back for?
Is everybody safe?
It was the craziest thing. Like, I mean, we had a few casualties as far as soldiers, but they all just disappeared. Like, they just stopped fighting. They just stood in place, all of them, all of a sudden. And then they turned, walked like 5 feet, and just disappeared.
Yeah, something similar happened.
Absolutely the craziest thing I've seen in my entire life. And I know the elites. Like, they're crazy. Have you met them yet?
I've seen some things.
I would steer clear of them. They are absolute psychopaths.
Can confirm. I mean, I heard nothing.
Neither did Lilith.
But yeah, I mean, as far as that, everybody seems to be alright.
Well,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad you all made it here. We're trying to find a place to rest and hopefully a doctor or a hospital to get our wounded.
I mean, we have access to the academy. You know this.
It's in
Right.
your city.
Seems like
And
the city's okay.
we're able to go to the innermost part of the city, so...
Well, that's where our group is headed, and you're welcome to join us if you feel like these villagers could also use a place to
Group?
rest.
What group is that?
What did you say was the Valonan?
The Valonan
Valors?
Valors!
Yeah, the Valonan Valors.
His eyes kind of open up wide in the torchlight. You're with them now?
Yeah.
Let's say I'm helping.
We might not be the best of friends. Good colleagues, I'd like to think. But I'm telling you, they're dangerous business.
Rude, you don't even
What
know
was
me.
the? You said
Alone
Belhaven.
in the
Right?
leads?
You said it was Belhaven, right? That was essentially my commanding
Both
officer.
of yours.
Yeah.
He's the healing teacher.
Yeah. Okay. Belhaven called in a favor, and well,
More so you, because he's also the high librarian, so...
Belhaven called in a favor, saying these guys could really use some help, and well, here I am.
They're like his favorites. Like, how it's like having a rabid dog as a pet. Like, why would you?
But he sounds jealous.
Maybe a little bit.
Well, I couldn't exactly say no.
Fair enough. telling Belhaven no is like. I don't know the analogy. I don't care to know the come up. Anyways, is there anything else I can help with?
No, let's just lead these people to safety, and then we'll figure things out from there.
Yeah, I'll do my job, ma'am.
Very well. I'm just gonna walk away, just like casual step with Zephyr, and just kind of walk away towards the direction of where
Zephyr
I
has to
left
walk,
them.
like, super
Yeah, just
slow
kind of
in
let them.
face.
Yeah, just.
But the reason why
Give him a
and just, the reason why he says ma'am is because technically you outrank him.
Right.
Nerd.
And as you're walking away there, he said, "Seriously, be careful."
Yeah, I got it.
All right, so we'll flip over to what you guys are doing really quick as the carriages are moving towards the inner walls. Oh, there goes Aurora.
Classic.
Every time.
Yeah.
Lilith too.
It
That's
doesn't
so
have a
funny.
choice.
Oh, Lilith's in a concussion.
Yeah, she's in a coma yet. We are heading for the inner walls. I guess I'm in the second carriage, still following the first carriage. And since Aurora's asleep, I have no one to talk to in my carriage.
I can still talk to you.
Aw, thanks. Where's Brea?
Am I to assume that that is where everyone is headed towards the academy?
That was our original plan was for the inner wall.
Which is where the academy is.
Apparently, that is where we're headed.
Basically, like royalty, high nobles, the great library, the high court, and the academy, and then the castle itself, where basically the king and his family and guests reside. So I don't think you guys agreed on where you were going on the inner walls, but
Sprocket is going to take him to
Well,
the
if
academy.
if they needed medical attention, I'd assume. Well, that's as those steps said. We have
Yeah, I'd assume
Amazing.
that. I'll agree.
that is
the
where we
academy
go.
is in times of these kind of crisis. The academy usually brings in the wounded to the academy to use as kind of like a makeshift hospital, so to speak.
Perfect. So yeah, that's where we're heading. With all the old people and the unconscious people and the coma people and the sleeping people.
Okay.
Aurora.
So, are you? Are you
Deep speech.
walking with Zephyr the whole way, or are you just walking a certain distance and then
I'm-
flying?
Yeah, just gonna. I'll walk till he feels like he's comfortable
Okay.
enough to fly, and then just kind of.
You just casually strolled through town with a griffin.
Hey,
Well, I mean,
Johnny,
the way it's been flying for a while, so I just kind of wanted to give it a little break and carrying me. Not that my character weighs a lot, but just giving it a little break. And it wasn't fully healed, so I know it deserves a break.
all right. So when you go ahead.
So that was pretty much it. Just kind of walking till it feels like it can fly.
I gotcha. So, you guys make it to the academy, and it looks like they're already setting up a whole bunch of stuff. You're already seeing a lot more. I guess you can't call them cadets now. I haven't really thought of a term for the graduates.
The graduates.
Privates?
Private.
Because they're all still kind of adventurers, but they're not cadets anymore.
Novice.
Alumni? You're elites and they're alumni? Let's just go with that for now. Oh, I'm surprised I never thought of that before. In any case, you see a lot of your alumni running around doing various tasks. There's an absolute ton of people who are injured, and you can see that some of them are covered up from head to toe, unfortunately.
I'm still not caught up with them yet, right?
No, I would say if you fly back, and if they stay there, you'll probably catch up in like 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing? There's a lot of hustle and bustle going on. You guys are finding yourselves having to move slightly every 5-10 seconds or so to not be in people's way.
I'm gonna start getting Vi to carry the injured, putting Lilith to go get treated. I'm Sprocket staying silent right now.
You just hear a gentleman scream, "The wounded and dead go to triage." Or sorry, the wounded go to triage over in the left side.
I was about to ask.
Dead go over on the right.
Wait.
Be buried properly.
He's gonna raise his hand and be like, "What about those who feel like they're dead?"
You walk, and he walks away.
That's fair. Okay, I'll help. So I guess we go over to triage and can I ask someone where? I mean, I guess everywhere is safe now. So where do we put the old people? Send the dead to triage too. They might have spare parts. That's rude.
Just drop the old people at a rest
true.
stop. They'll find their way.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess we'll unload the old people and carry the unconscious people over to triage. I'll take Lilith. Lilith.
So, I'm assuming you guys are just doing what you think would be more like escorting the elderly and the wounded and the unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you're gonna get to the point where you start getting to the people you know, like Lilith and the hostages. But when you guys go to move them, they all seem to be getting awake except for Lilith. Like they all seem to be like, ugh. As you see Suba and Ree and Betty and the little boy start to come to.
Oh, thank goodness. It's okay. We got you out of there.
My head.
Oh. Suba, we were so worried.
Where am I? Why are you here?
Oh. Well. We rescued you. We rescued you from the other world, and we rescued you from the other world, and then we took you to Gabriel's mansion, and then the cultists attacked, and then we tried to get you out of there, and then we got attacked like so many times, and then
He's kind of wildly looking around the carriage. Where are we?
Oh, we're at the academy now. The cultists went away. It's okay.
He's still kind of like rubbing his head, but he seems to be at least content with what you're saying.
And I check on Ree and Nemo, and I guess I'll also tell them that we're at the academy and they're safe. And yeah.
Anybody else doing anything?
Shrike is gonna hang out with basically dead Lilith, and he's just gonna chill.
So you're gonna go into the carriage and just hover over Lilith, I guess.
We're taking Lilith to the triage.
Yeah, Lilith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna hang out with Lilith.
Actually.
Good. I was gonna say I
that
poked
way
you
I
awake
can,
until you helped carry people.
Theoretically, I will get a long rest out of this eventually.
So Shrike and Aurora are gonna help Lilith?
Least I can do after not catching her.
All right. So you eventually get over to triage, and you guys are kind of looking around. You guys are carrying Lilith. When Shrike, or I should say Aurora too, you both spot a very familiar face. A old, angry dwarf.
Hey, it's Short and Grumpy.
Very much screaming at the top of his lungs at everybody, trying to keep everybody on task and keeping the chaos to a minimum. What the bloody hell do you think you're doing? To the left, you daft moron! To the left! Yeah! Stop standing around and go get fresh water! And he goes to point at Aurora and he goes, "You're alright? Where the hell have you been?" And he starts walking up towards you guys.
Around.
That's an answer I would absolutely expect from you, but I'm glad you're okay. Long Shadow, tell me what's going on. Shrike's nickname.
Oh, right. Short and Grumpy. Well. Do you want the short version or the long version?
The short version. I don't think my patience can handle the long version.
And then Aurora just
Cool.
makes a snickering sound. Of
Long
course you want the
version.
short version.
Okay, short version. We tried to leave.
Wisdom
That
saving
didn't
throw.
happen. We went
Oh no!
We saved some people. We ran from a burning building. We ran to
One.
some carriages. We
Hang on.
drove
Oh,
away.
never
Now we're
mind.
here.
Hang on 1 second, Shrike. You
Oh
just
my
hear Bellhaven go, "Sit," and you just plop on the ground on your butt.
Oh no, Lilith!
No. Lilith's in Shrike's hands. He didn't really need two people to carry them.
Titan.
But go on, Shrike.
So I'm basically gonna be like, well, we tried to leave. We got robbed, so we went to stop that and ran into getting people kidnapped. So then we went through a portal and then came out of the portal with more people than we went in with.
Everybody starts hearing the flapping of really big wings.
We went back to where we originally were before. the
Zephyr,
said kidnapping.
we're over here! Zephyr, Yuelia, over here! Hello!
And then
Hello!
from there,
I'm still yelling.
we left the burning building. And
He-
yes, there was a burning building.
Bellhaven
then-
goes.
That's not the sharp person.
And then
Bellhaven
we
goes,
just make
I'm
a trip
still
here, now we're here."
listening, but that's not Kayleigh. Sons of... No.
Oh yeah, that's what did she say? Her name was Yuelia. Yuelia?
Titan.
Yuelia.
Yuelia.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm not sure where
That's the
Q
one.
is.
Absolute madness. Continue. Like, why am I
And-
even surprised?
Got in some carriages, and now we're here.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's the
Is that
short version.
Lilith? He walks up to Lilith's...
I mean, it's not Lilith.
Yeah, she got hurt real bad.
Quite the statement.
She's
Alright,
a little under the weather.
just a little.
Not feeling quite herself. Hasn't been awake for a little bit.
One of the cultists went all cray and we
It's
all
only-
almost
I'm
died.
gonna head over towards Bellhaven.
Yeah.
Again, are you just like hovering in the air? or
No,
are you
I've
actually-
landed. I've landed.
Crash
Okay.
landing.
It's just, and then starts walking. Yeah.
As you land, and it just makes a loud crash, and everybody kind of, you hear all the whole crowd like, everybody kind and Bellhaven turns to the whole crowd and goes, "Oh, shut up! If it wanted to eat you, it would have done so already, you bunch of twats! God, bunch of yellow-bellied cowards.
To be fair, Zephyr could probably use
Yuelia.
a snack.
Stop shaking everything while I'm trying to treat the patient."
Well, you should do a better job. Anyway, I'm here for one thing. I came to let you know that I'm safe, but I don't know about Keely, and I'd like to go look for her.
Also, Brea is still missing. Royal,
That-
what? Where is Brea? You were with her.
Would you all stop yelling?
I'm worried.
I agree with Thornton Angry. The yelling is unnecessary.
Sorry.
In any case, do you even know what Keely looks like? Have you ever met the woman?
No, I have not.
Yes, you have.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You guys seen her riding
We
on it.
saw. That's the lady.
The only reason I'm
Well,
I
that's not
saw a
eating.
female figure riding on a griffin. That is all I know.
Female knight.
I might not have gotten a good look at her, but this guy sure does, and I'm petting Zephyr.
Fair enough.
What about Brea?
Wolfhaven is going to cast Greater Restoration on Lilith as many times as it takes for her to wake up, which is 3.
Ow, yeah.
So Lilith has been cured of all 3 exhaustion points and should be able to wake up.
Oof.
Lilith?
Ugh.
Glomper.
Rise and shine, little flower. You're not dead yet.
We won? Did we win?
Yeah, we
got
won.
it?
We won.
We killed that
You know what?
octopus.
We didn't lose.
We killed that octopus. Ow, ow, ow.
I'm sorry,
Why is my
What?
everything hurts?
You worried me. I'm gonna slap Lilith and knock her back out.
Rocket's like,
Actually-
no!
Well, actually, you can't.
Challenges again.
You can't slap Lilith because you're being forced to sit.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Okay, retcon. Okay.
But you can still yell at Lilith, you worried me sick!
I'd punch you if I were closer.
Come over here so I can punch you.
Not dead.
My everything hurts. Why?
Alright.
Did anybody get the license plate of the truck?
Thank you, Bellhaven.
Welcome back to the land of not dead, Lilith.
In any case, I still have a lot of work to do.
Okay.
A lot of work to do.
Do you have a place we can sleep?
We have our carriage.
Probably the safest place with everything that just happened is my own personal space.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Cool, let's go.
Is it
Just
open?
make sure I can't remember her name.
Which one?
Basically the assistant. She's the
Oh, that's Grievous.
the-
Drefia.
Yes. Just ask Terefia before you go and she'll let you through.
Okay.
If she doesn't, just tell her that Bellhaven said so, or else I'm gonna take her favorite book that she's been reading when she shouldn't be during work hours. She'll believe you then.
Oh, okay. Oh.
As much as I'd like to stay around and help, I'm going to try and find this little guy's master.
Can you keep an eye out for Brea while you're out there?
I will try and find Brea as well.
So I will go ahead and say, go ahead and just make an investigation check at advantage.
Okay.
It is basically reached like 5 a.m. at this point.
I'm going to dismiss Umbra, but still keep my connection to him.
Okay, but just the most subtle hint of the dawn rising is starting to occur. It's not.
I'm a 19.
What you got?
A 19.
19. Fantastic. I will toss that in there, but we'll just say for now that you do find her, just not for the time being.
Who is her? There were two people I was looking after. Or I was
Really?
looking for. Okay.
And we'll say I have to work with Kachina to.
I mean,
get
the way I
that
can see it is she got damaged. And I found her injured, picked her up, and now she's resting. That's a way to retcon something.
But for the time being, though, you did find Keely,
Okay.
and she is alive, much
One
alive,
piece? Two piece?
but one piece.
Rude.
But as far as Brea, like I said, well, I'll have to get back to that once I get to talk to Kachina and figure
Okay.
out how everything happened for her character. In any case, Belhaven gives the nod and he walks off to start tending, and he immediately starts yelling, "What the hell did I tell you about getting water? Get up and go get it now!"
That is our cue to not be here anymore.
Should we take a
Right.
gesture
Why are
toward...
you carrying me?
I will be right back.
You were kind of almost dead.
Okay. Please put me down.
And probably I owed you a little bit because I didn't catch you.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna drop. Not gonna put her down gently, I'm just dropping Lilith.
I am a cat.
I'm glad you're not dead.
So am I. What the hell happened after... Guess I was knocked out? Yes.
Wow, you got knocked out about the big guy after running out of a burning building.
Okay.
And then a lot of shit went down. And now we're here.
How long was I out?
A few hours, I'd say.
Jeez.
Well, not like terribly long, just not.
Do you
very
see that,
short.
Robyn?
Yep.
Okay, if only a few hours have passed, it's not that bad. So I'm guessing everything settled itself. Valona came.
Not exactly.
Lilith, your body feels like some people in Valona still use like the old the roller thing to wash clothes. It feels like somebody just put you through that thing. Like your whole body feels like Jello, more or less.
I'm back.
Okay. Now that I'm on the ground, Aurora, can you help me?
If anybody lets you go, you just immediately like
Yeah,
no.
Shrike let me go.
You just literally go forwards into the ground.
Not only did I just let go of Lilith, I dropped Lilith.
Oh.
Shrike!
Can I try to fumble?
You don't have any exhaustion, but
Oh,
you're at
a
0
mangle?
HP.
Oh, that sounds awful.
I'm still at 0?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have
Well, let
any
me
more
fix
heals.
that then. I thought they healed me. Let me fix that then.
They did, but
They got rid of your exhaustion.
it's hard to explain. Like, damage is like a long line, and with every restoration gets you closer to normal. So now you're at 0 exhaustion, 0 damage. Or 0 HP, if that makes sense.
Yep. I can't fight. Ow!
I mean, technically you could fight. You just take 1 damage and you're knocked out again.
Well, he'd have to roll to remain conscious. But he would immediately get a wound, yes.
Next fight.
It's but a flesh wound. Are one of my ribs cracked?
Mage hand poke.
So what are you guys doing?
So,
Alright.
should we take...
Shrike is going to the library in order to find Belhaven's special spot.
Should we take...
Did you just, like, drop
What?
and turn and walk?
Shrike!
I'm doing
Aurora.
exactly what we were told. Go
I
to
help-
Belhaven's special spot.
I help
and
Lilith.
asked me to put her down.
Suba...
Also, Aurora's spell has worn off. You could stand again.
Aurora, can you help me?
Oh, I helped you. Oh, yeah.
What?
Right, put me down. Aurora, can you please pick me up?
Please, Aurora, I feel like shit.
You're not
Alright.
you're not an elite. I don't want you to hold me.
We're going to the room.
Okay.
Should we take Suba and Ree and
Oh,
Every
they're probably better off here, where they could be healed.
yeah. Okay. Mirra gets a pained look on her face for just a moment, and then looks confused, and then I will be right next to Lilith and stuff. I do stop by like Suba and everything. You guys, you stay here, and they'll help heal you. Okay? You just need to rest. You're safe here.
Everybody that's the
But Freya really misses you.
I miss you guys too. But Suba has stuff to do. And he hops out the carriage. He stumbles a little bit, like almost falls down. And he picks some stuff back up and starts to walk out. Ree steps out of the carriage and she looks at you, Mirra. And she seems to be worried and looks back at Suba. There's something you didn't really notice about her before that catches your eye now, that her clothing is more... She's not covered in the hood and everything. She has a very large scar going across her neck, almost at a slant, upwards.
Are you gonna be okay?
She turns back and looks at the little boy, who just seems to be looking both at... He doesn't seem to be unhappy. He has a bright glow in his eyes. He, I guess, doesn't really understand what's going on.
Good.
That's just an impression. Mirra probably has her own ideas as to what everything looks like at the moment.
Okay.
Like, I'm never eating mushrooms ever again.
I don't know, some of them are pretty fun. But, sorry.
Lilith has already walked off.
Okay. You guys stay safe. All the cultists disappeared, so just get some rest, okay? Shit. I will, before I run off to catch up with Lilith and stuff, I take I'll take some, I'll reach in my bag and take some gold and stuff. Here, do you guys need some money for supplies? Are you
You hear as she taps a...
Stay safe. And, I guess I'll run over and catch up with Lilith.
When she catches up. Mirra.
Hmm?
We fucking did it. We live to fight another day, right?
Out of character, just me as a DM, not a narrator. Yeah, you guys did pretty damn well, I gotta admit.
That's where we insert our customary level 4?
Damn it, Dave.
Damn it,
God
Dave!
damn it, Dave.
I thought that was pretty fun. It was less the scenario and more that it just said, damn it, Dave.
Right? Right? I love that. Okay, so, yeah, we'll go to the library and
Okay.
Miss Drathia.
Everyone else is going to where Shrike is way ahead at the point.
Yeah.
This one time.
We're catching up.
Alright. So I'm gonna have you guys walking over there. Yuelia.
Hi.
After some pretty intensive searching, luckily you have a griffin that can fly, has absolutely amazing eyesight, especially in the dark. And the fact that, well, you don't have to sort through a ton of bodies because all the cultists are gone all of a sudden. You eventually do find her, not too far from where the others would have seen her last, at Gabriel's mansion. She basically is at the far cliff where the storage areas were, like where the hostages, or you wouldn't know that, but this is for the sake of everybody else, but basically where the hostages were being kept. Most of those buildings are still intact, but it looks like she was in the middle of investigating what was going on when when Zephyr spots her and goes into land. Zephyr, sorry. Sorry, Zephyr. It is your griffin.
Okay, so at this point, are we? What are we doing? Like, are
Oh.
we walking through that, or?
Yeah, I mean, you're basically Zephyr's starting to. As she kind of turns on spot and looks up, and as you get closer, you can see that she's smiling. So.
Okay. Then I'm going to get closer to the commander in this case. Hi, are you Keely?
As Zephyr lands, it immediately goes towards Keely and just, I guess the most appropriate word would be nuzzles. It just puts its beak up into her chest and rubs up against her.
Then let me rephrase that. It's like, I guess you would be Keely then.
Jen is yellow.
Do you want to do it or am I doing it? Yes, that would be me.
I believe
And
I have
she's
something.
like, she's smiling, but the Zephyr's like really, really laying it on thick. So her face
I
is
believe
kind
I
of
have
full of
something
beak.
that belongs to you.
I'm assuming. Oh, yeah. Okay, Zephyr. Okay. She goes. She looks and sees, bandages and salves and stuff. She goes, I'm assuming that you're the one that helped him.
Yeah, when he came by, he dropped a friend of ours off, and he was in really bad shape. Managed to heal him up enough to continue our fight, and he came in really handy. He did amazing work.
Yes,
You should be very proud.
I had the young lady use Zephyr to get back to your friends. I'm assuming that she made it there safely.
Do you mean Brea?
No.
Oh, Aurora. I'm sorry. Yes. Though they were both wounded, they're both safe, along with the rest of our party, and our unit is safe.
Good.
How about you? Do you need any help?
Unfortunately, I can't say that I escaped this whole thing unscathed. Some of the monsters that appeared here were unlike anything I've ever faced. But they just disappeared without a trace. I've never seen anything like it.
Well,
this is probably Valona's. I would have said that the whole courtroom fiasco was Valona's biggest stain on its record, but this is easily. And she kind of goes silent for a moment. In any case, whatever these cultists are, we had our encounters with them, but this this is war.
I agree. They can't just take our people and expect us to go quietly.
Now this time only, given the situation, I will not have you address me as a commander like I usually would. So, please, go back to... You're one of Belhaven's students, correct?
Correct.
I would either go and help Belhaven with his duties, or I'm assuming since you ended up in possession of Zephyr that you were with the group of individuals that initially I had sent Zephyr to make his way to.
Yes. I was sent to also help them.
Well, this is a direct order. You were to help Belhaven, or you were to go to them and assist them with whatever needs they might have.
I can't just leave you by yourself.
I'm not by myself.
You could be ordered to leave her by herself.
You hear say, "Bravo! Did you find anything?" "Nothing yet." As you see this hulking crocodile come from around the corner, looking around. And he seems to be scratching his head. "There's nothing here."
Oh. Do I know this person, or probably not?
Nice, Bubba. There's a couple others here with me. We're investigating where this all started in hopes of maybe finding some clues or a better answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Then I will head back then, but I would like to leave Zephyr here with you. He is yours.
I would appreciate that.
Well, I'm going to need to borrow him.
She gives you a weird glance. Like, more of just, like, inquisitive, like...
Valona is quite far. I could make it on foot, but I feel it would take a long time.
She walks up to Zephyr, and you see her start petting him, like, very, very tenderly, and she then says, "Help her get to where she needs to go, and then come back to me, okay?" And then she gives him a pat.
Before I go, I'm gonna reach over to her shoulder and cast Close Wounds.
Thank you. Be swift. I have much work to do, and I need my friend back as soon as possible.
I'll have him back here in no time. Thank you. And
Alright.
fly off then towards Valona.
Alright. I'm gonna say at this point in time, you guys have made it to the library. And of course, Shrike is... Well, Shrike, are you going in ahead, or are you just waiting at the front door?
No, I'm going in.
Okay, so the door is already open. I don't know if Shrike is one of those people that shuts the door behind him.
Nah.
So the door.
If the door was open, if the door was open, the door is staying open.
Well, it was closed.
Okay, then yes, I will close it.
Gotcha.
Belhaven told me to tell you to let me in his place.
I'm assuming you're telling this to the first person you see?
No, I'm looking for somebody reading a book when they're supposed to be working.
Yeah. You've met her before. because you've been to Belhaven's thing before.
She's the bugbear lady.
She's a large female bugbear with little tiny
I'm looking for the
spectacle
bugbear
glasses.
who's reading when she's supposed to be working.
So as you peek around the corner to see the front desk, you just hear, "Ooh."
I love her.
Yep. So I'm gonna tell her that Belhaven told me to tell her to let me in the special room and that there's more people coming.
Are you just gonna walk up to her and start saying stuff, or?
Yep.
Oh, and then you start saying all the information. He goes, "Oh, okay. One moment." And she takes a key, and she walks over to an empty space, and you see her just kind of insert the key into the air and turn it. And when she does, a door appears just right there in the middle of thin air. You see her take the key out, and she goes, "Wait, he knew I was reading the book?" And she gets this kind of like grieved face on her, like, "Oh, he knows."
He hasn't said anything to you.
It's smut. It's smut. I knew it.
Let's see, who ran it? That was Brea. Never mind. Brea was the one.
Yep.
So yeah. The rest of my party are gonna be here soon. If you could let them in when they get here, that'd be cool. But I'm gonna go in now.
All right. So you go in. I'm gonna say that you guys finally catch up, and you see Driflia.
That was Drefia.
Like I said, I can't remember. I'll have to pull it up. I was pretty sure it was Dreflia.
Oh,
The
I
L.
just have Drefia.
Not
I have all these names that you can't see because it's trying to blur and keep everyone's privacy private. Look at that. It's trying to blur everything.
I don't know.
How
Those
rude.
possums aren't that private.
I'm keeping... You can't know the...
You.
There are a lot of them now.
When you guys show up, you basically see her standing stoically, dutifully at attention at her desk.
Miss Drefia?
Belhaven's room is right this way. Your friend already established.
Oh, thank you. He wasn't rude, was he?
No? He was quite helpful, actually.
Okay. It doesn't sound like him, but okay.
Wow. Shots fired.
Jeez.
Pew pew.
Okay,
I'm assuming Aurora is still carrying Lilith.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Everybody except for Yuelia is now in the room. What is Sprocket doing at this point?
So Sprocket had, after they got off the carriage, he was kind of shook by everything they went through. Like, he knew the fight with the cultists would be tough, but he didn't know they had any people like that guy there. And, I don't know, he was just kind of still stuck in thought while Vi was helping take injured and doing all that stuff, but he kind of dissipated. Just
Okay.
walking to the
Welcome to the party, pal.
okay.
Alright, so you guys are all in the room. I just kind of want to give some closure as to what Sprocket was doing as he, branched off from you guys.
Yeah, probably still hanging.
But you guys are in this nice, cozy log cabin area with like a fireplace lit and books everywhere. Very cozy. Very nice.
When they get there, Shrike is already in his sentry's long rest thing.
Shrike.
I think he's asleep.
He's in sleep mode.
Sleep mode activated.
I get some of my charcoal out and I draw a mustache on his face.
Kind of rude.
You have a it's a
Considering
very
I know
nice.
you. The worst part is I know you're doing it.
Well, here's my question. Are you like trying to make it really nice, or are you just doing a quick squiggle?
Oh no, I'm making it really nice. It's a very nice mustache.
I need a performance, Chuck.
Okay, that I can do. Fuck these dice though. I'm using my Mirra dice. The sparkly dice. 20. Okay, performance. Natural 20.
It is
The
the
only frickin' time I should have been using these the whole fucking time. That's the only time I rolled them today.
It is the most magnificent mustache you have ever drawn, and
Oh yes. I love this group. Very, very consistent on what we need done, you know?
Shrike looks pretty handsome with a mustache of this caliber.
+3 charisma.
For 24 hours, you get +1 to your charisma.
Until it like, and you go back out in the rain and it like starts smearing, and it's just made of charcoal. So okay, and then
That's
Ginger tail.
suspenseful music now. Are you about to wreck Bellhaven's place with a fight?
There it is. Okay. So I get Lilith all comfy cozy.
Somebody say fright?
No, shh. Lay down. I get her all comfy cozy.
Thank you. Glad we all-
Yuelia has easily flown the distance to be at the library at this point.
I can go
Okay.
the distance.
I usually have my own place to hang out when I'm there, so that's where I would be.
I see how it is.
Sorry, my character's a loner.
So,
Shrike isn't. Shrike was
Were
alone before he
you-
met these people.
when you make your way to the front desk where you have to go to before that, Griffleia quickly says, "Are you going with them as well, Miss Yuelia?"
No, I'll be taking my usual spot.
So be it. Regardless of what's going on outside or what you've witnessed or done, do expect the books to be organized again before the end of the new day.
That is rude.
I think it's ma'am. No,
Of course.
just the usual. Miss Griffleia isn't really. She's pretty abrasive to work with.
Okay, I just start heading over to where I would usually hang out and just kind of pull a few books and mostly at least look to find any books on anything that we might have encountered or something similar to that. Anything to, get some information. Assume she would do.
I need.
It's like I doubt would really find something, but just trying to find general research. Just
So these would be pretty hard rolls, but it would be an investigation followed by a history.
Okay.
But you guys can feel free to talk and do your thing while you're.
investigation.
Shrike is out.
With a sweet mustache.
Wait. An investigation. Oh, that was a 7.
What did he mean by catch me?
And a what was the other one?
Investigation and then history.
History.
Honestly, I don't
It's
remember.
better than 9.
Okay.
So what was the first one?
10.
Mustn't have been too bad then.
So
We've
a
been-
10 and a 9?
We've been
A 10 and a
fighting
9.
for like how many sessions now? I can't remember.
It was
Ongoing fight
pretty
for, like,
damn chaotic. Your
a whole
choices
month
led you.
worth.
Your choices led you down a very intense
Violent?
path.
Violent? It
The
went down a
Yuelia,
Shrike happy path, is what it is. A Shrike
Oh, yeah.
happy path.
I love combat.
you're pretty familiar with the library since you're usually the one that puts all the books away and organizes them to be nice, even though everybody always puts them back in the wrong place. Or doesn't put them back at all, leave them on the tables and whatnot. But you know exactly where to go and where to find the stuff you're looking for, but you don't see anything. You don't even see really anything on even void creatures. That's just, I guess you could say, personal research that you've done with
Yeah.
the higher scholars. I guess that's the better word for it.
Okay, now I'm going to kind of break a wall here, and I need to find this.
Destruction of library property.
Okay.
You're
I
so
have-
No
strong.
breaking of the walls.
I have a feature researcher, so it's like when I attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where and from whom you can obtain it. So I guess
Oh,
I would kind of try and think of somebody that I know or some place that would maybe have this information.
you already met him. When it comes to knowledge, there's one person that knows more than just about any other person out there. Well, two. Either the High Scholar Clue or a Cleric of Knowledge and the High Librarian, Belhaven.
Blue. Sorry.
Well,
It took you, I told you that before, and it took you that long to realize who
I didn't hear it.
I
Well,
typed it.
okay.
You
So
can't
you said
read.
Belhaven, right?
I didn't hear it with my eyes.
I
Okay.
didn't say Mikey,
Yep.
sorry.
So you said Belhaven would have that information?
Belhaven or... So you've had two instructors. Luckily, both of them actually work pretty in tandem with each other. One is a scholar within the library, but his expertise is in wizardry, so arcane and sigils and circles and whatnot. And Belhaven, who is the High Librarian, but he dabbles more in cleric work, like healing and stuff.
Okay.
Luckily, they both work in the library, ironically enough.
And his room is in the library, more or less? Is that what was happening here? Or his
Yeah,
office?
Belhaven's office, his personal space, was where
Okay.
Druffleia was trying to direct you to.
Okay. Then I guess thinking further back, or on that, then I'm actually gonna head towards Belhaven's room to see if I can find any books or any information he might have in his personal space that wouldn't be in the library.
Sure.
So I guess I'd just join the rest of the group, or I'll walk in and see them all there.
Yuelia then opens the door and walks through, and you all see her.
Oh,
Come in.
you're all here too.
What?
I mean,
I
there's
was-
books
I
just
wasn't.
about everywhere.
I should mention I wasn't around when that space was offered to you guys, so I didn't know you would be there.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna take a nap.
That's fine. You should get some rest. I'll try not to be too loud.
You see the once very, very tall, I guess you could say, wood robot thing is now like all condensed and like in a pod. Like the best way I could describe it is like when somebody sits down but they put their knees to their chest and wrap their arms around their knees. He's basically like condensed himself down to like that. And isn't
Except,
really moving or saying anything.
except, he has the most glorious mustache you've ever seen.
It is a very fantastic mustache, and you're very sure he didn't have that before.
Huh? Shrike looks different.
This is what happens when you follow me first at the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't-
I'm not sure if Aurora immediately took the bed and went to sleep.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Talking about-
And Lilith is...
I talked to her nice and tight.
Wherever Aurora put me.
There is a...
On the
Wow.
floor.
Oh,
Didn't Mirra say that Lilith was like cuddling her?
No, I tucked her in. I
Tucked
have
me in.
something
Oh,
else to
okay.
do.
But where did you tuck her into?
Corner,
Maybe
the closet. Like,
like is there
where?
like a couch, or maybe I
There is
tucked her
a
in.
couch.
Shrike would not be able to object to you being like, you can just sleep here, it's fine.
There is various, like, how do I word it? Like soft chairs, and then the long couch in front of the fireplace that is currently going.
I'll tuck her into like the couch.
Okay.
Um,
So Aurora is asleep, most
yeah.
undoubtedly. Shrike is inactive at the current moment. Lilith is either asleep or on her way to be asleep, so it's just Mirra and you at the moment.
Here and myself.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. How are you feeling, Mirra?
Sore, but I mean, I didn't. It didn't mean I didn't mean to hurt Valona by taking the sphere. I did not even. I took it. I mean, Mr. Truth just. I don't know. There's just a lot, you know?
Am I to assume that Yuelia is just, I guess, talking to Mirra while looking at the books, or is she totally
Yeah.
focused on talking?
Just kind of both, just having casual conversation, I guess, or at
So
least.
you basically see Yuelia going to all the books everywhere and just one by one, like taking them, looking at them, flipping through them a little bit. Yuelia, make a use magical object roll.
It's at the very bottom of your skills.
There it is. That was not much better. 11. I am rolling shitty today.
It didn't need to be high. You basically see a very special bookshelf that you recognize. It's something that Belhaven has set up in certain spots. Basically, you kind of just will what kind of book you're looking for, and if that kind of book has been stashed within the bookshelf, it'll cause it to appear. It's kind of like a bag of holding, but for just books.
Okay.
A bookshelf of holding.
Then I guess I'm just gonna focus on it and see what pops out.
Any word or?
Let's go with. Let's go with void. Start with void and see what I can find out of that.
Now, I would say this bookshelf is probably, given her height, maybe another 1.5 feet taller than Yuelia. How tall is Yuelia? 2 feet? 2.5 feet?
You did not give her a height, but yeah, 2.5. Go with that.
So she's
Well,
very
actually,
short.
did something on her.
It would probably be closer to, like I said, it's about 4 feet tall. And the entire thing just fills up with books. And you're just given the distinction that it's not even showing you all the books that it could possibly show.
Okay. So with what I was at least focusing on the word or anything, that doesn't pull out anything, any books or any specific ones, or
If you're
Or
just
does it
looking
just-
at the books that showed up, all of them have void in the title in some way, shape, or form.
okay. And there's a lot of them. At least how many
Or
books?
A shit
the-
ton.
It's about 4 feet high and probably about as wide as a normal desk. So maybe
Okay.
3 or 4 feet.
And it's
Okay.
not even showing you all of them because there's more that it can't
Like
hold.
I said, it is completely filled from top to bottom, and you get the feeling that that's not even all the book. It's like it's trying to tell you that it can't show you everything. Is
Okay.
what you're getting.
Okay. Hmm.
And you're just kind of seeing this happen, Mirra. If you want to say anything.
I'll go walk off. I'm gonna go to a corner by myself, and whenever you're done with that.
Trying to think of another word that might. Not sure which words to really go with for what it is I'm trying to find. Any information on what we pretty much encountered, or I guess
Cultists is a word.
cultists,
That would bring a lot of books forth too, though.
probably
If you want to try cultists anyway.
cultist and void scent at the same time, maybe, as in like cultist, comma void scent, or semicolon something.
Void scent. That sounds like something from Final Fantasy XIV. But did you want to put cultists in your search per se?
Yes, narrow it down.
All the books disappear, and something kind of pops up in your mind. Restricted. Password, please.
Open.
Oh no, it's one of those
First
diary things.
thing that would pop into your head when you see this. Now, I think Yuelia is pretty intellectual. The first thing that would pop into Yuelia's mind, I would think, is why would cultists be restricted?
I'm just going to, well, I'm seeing the room and everyone's kind of tired and out of it, and I'm just gonna essentially block it off, just close it and just kind of cancel it all back, just let it all go back to normal.
Okay. The shelf just fills with the normal, regular books that it had before you started.
I'm gonna look over to Mirra and. Are you going to sleep?
In a bit, yeah.
Okay. Well, you get some rest. I'm gonna head out and I guess just kind of head towards my usual area.
Okay. Stay safe.
Will do. I'll check up on you guys in the morning.
Okay.
Alright. And with that, I'm gonna say everybody more or less goes to rest.
I am going to pull out Mr. Mask, Rough and Tough, and set them out, and just kind of sit there, hugging my knees, crumpled into a ball, just upset with myself and everything that's going on, because it's like we were trying to save these people, and then like we got so many more killed, and it's just not. Mirra's just not having a good time right now.
Actions have consequences, huh?
Yep. And
What's the phrase? The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's upset, and eventually she's gonna attempt to try and fall asleep.
Very good. I'm the greatest good you're ever gonna get.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I don't know. I've had Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh. But with that,
Do
my
like
friend.
kids love it?
We
That's a
shall-
long rest, yes.
Yes, this will be a long rest unless
Oh my god, I haven't
somebody
had
does
one of those.
unless somebody does something crazy in the next 8 hours.
Well,
Have we pissed off anybody else? Try to think. Try to think.
Anybody else?
Oh, you
oh,
said long
D100.
rest?
All of a
Rolling
sudden,
D100 to see if we go to the spirit dreams again.
Oh
all of a
yeah,
sudden,
we have the stone for the spirit dream. I have to
Would
do
you
with that
guys-
eventually.
stop predicting what I'm gonna do next. Okay,
Sorry. Okay.
but with that, I will say that the session for tonight is done.
Yay!
Uh,
No.
Finally.
I'll
Survived.
get with you.
A
I'll get with
rest.
you after, Josh.
Say what?
I'll get with you after.
All right.
Yeah, just
I-
need 2 seconds.
I just got Lilith back.
Lilith.
Get Lilith
Oh.
back at end of game.
But I hope you guys had a lot of fun.
Always.
Whew, that was kind of intense that time. Didn't expect that you were gonna kill it that easily, did you?
No, I did not expect that I was getting at, I mean, it wasn't that easy because we had to use, 3 inspiration points to get that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding.
Yeah.
That was
Because, we used 1 inspiration point to get Fairy Fire to work, and then we
Yep.
used another 2 in order to make Eldritch Blast hit.
Yep.
With advantage, that's crazy.
All that for 1 hit.
Yeah.
Well, it worked.
How much health did it have anyway?
In total, like what I had
Yeah.
left, 18.
Yo.
That 18
Okay, so
left.
if I had rolled 9 or worse, 8 or worse, I would not have killed it.
Correct.
I had a
Crazy.
follow-up attack just in case, but
Yeah.
yes. Well,
And just
I didn't
the-
know how. I assumed this thing was super healthy. I was
On a
expecting us for a
D10
long-ass fucking pot shot on this thing.
On a D10, I just had to roll better than half. Because it's a D10 plus 3, so I roll a 5 or a 6 or higher, and it's dead. Because
And
a 6 would be 9 doubled to 18.
and I can't give away everything, but it had a reason to stay within the range that it did. But just to throw it out there, it had an Eldritch Blast range of 300. So
Jesus! It had, what's it? Eldritch
Spear.
Spear, whatever?
yes.
Heck.
I love Warlocks.
Yeah.
No wonder I couldn't see him.
Oh wow, I just rolled for no reason and rolled an 18. Where were you?
Seriously, the only.
you know what?
Oh, where's
Hold
my
on.
where's my
This is-
D20?
I just wanted to throw it out there that it actually can shoot up to like 300, but there was a reason why it stayed that close. But I won't give that away. But in any
Can't
case,
see.
The only time I rolled good was for the mustache.
Right? This world doesn't
it be
actually mean
like
anything.
that sometimes.
Priorities.
It be like that
For
sometimes.
us, every single time. But that was the only time I used my glitter dice. So.
Although, I think our very first night, or second night with the giant crab, we were rolling, perfectly to start. It has, a 46 AC.
Oh, it
That
has
was
a
a 14.
48.
See, these dice are better than.
I see your 46 AC, and I'm rolling a natural 20.
It had 40 AC from the front, and all 3 of you crit on your first turn against it.
We just kept
So
attacking
I
it from
again
the
on
front,
my
like.
second. And I did it again on the second.
Yeah, and you were the only one that did it on the second. And then Lilith did it again, on the third or fourth. But in total, you guys critical hit it 5 or 6 times, because Brea did too, I think.
I think
But
we
it-
all got at least 1 crit in. It was insane.
But that was a blast for me, so hopefully it was a blast for you.
I
So-
thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Some stuff to think about. They just, as soon as he told them that you were the one, that everything was meant the way that it was supposed to be, or everything was the way it was supposed to be, they all just left.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm concerned and I am upsetty spaghetti, so Mirra's not having a good time. But,
If you're depressed, go get some espresso.
dude, we almost, like, killed ourselves this one time because all of us got depressed. All of our characters were depressed.
Yeah, but that was you guys went to a very dangerous place.
Yeah, it was bad.
Like a very, very dangerous place.
Our
Yeah.
minds.
Our minds. It
Mine.
affected all of us,
But
and all of our characters
glad
got
to
super
have
depressed.
Actual full health again.
But
Oh, I'm so excited to have all my spells and everything.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I got my geomancy back.
that
But-
was tough.
you guys have a much overdue other mission.
Yes.
You guys still haven't finished.
Where is
We're gonna go to Brea's village without Brea right now.
We
Oh,
They
need-
could wait.
it'll,
We need a week off.
it's
Take it
funny
away.
how just timing works because
Yeah.
I feel that that's where you guys will go next.
Yes, that's right. Yes, that's
That was our
definitely.
plan too, was deal with, saving the people, then go to Brea's village, and now it kind of works out that we can do that. And it hasn't been the full week, so we're still on time.
Like I said, you guys still have 4 days left.
So we're
Yeah.
on time. We just
And
need
it'll
to
take
shop.
you about, if you guys go the normal route with us, which is horses, it'll take you 3 days, so you'll have a day to spare.
So
Whew.
we shop, and then we travel.
Shop for. I guess.
You guys have to get all the stuff you put in the bank out of the bank.
Yeah. Oh shit, we have to go to get that shit checked. We have to go to the bank. We have to get the magical items checked. We probably need some more horse food, although Brea's pony died, so who's gonna tell her that? By the way,
And-
your pony died in
and
the
the-
fire.
He was
And
there.
the lizards.
And the lizards, her gift lizards. So if Shrike was able to get the gift lizards, was I able to get my item that I put
Gift lizards.
the gift lizards?
Gift Lizard died.
Yes.
Gift lizards are done.
Well, no, yeah, but he was able to get them. So was I also able to get
I
my?
got the corpses.
Come on.
No, but he wasn't able to get the gift lizards. Everybody left all the animals there. and
No,
they
no,
got-
no. I mean, he was able to buy them.
Oh, yeah.
So was
well,
I able to purchase what I requested, which I was gonna put in the little cubbies in every nook and cranny of the inside of the carriage?
Yeah.
Yes! Yes! Okay, I'm happy now.
But you guys are going to have a lot. I mean, things were crazy for a bit, but it seems like you guys are going to have enough downtime to where if you guys want to do anything personal with your characters, you can just message me directly or put it in character chat.
But remember, we already bought all of the health potions in Valona. So
Yep, they still not enough time has passed for it to be restocked.
plus any that were left would have probably been taken by the Valonan Guard to
So
help heal everybody.
I'm assuming you guys are gonna get the money out that you put in and basically I'm gonna post everything you guys got.
Yep, and
and
then
that
I'll
way-
do the thing where we put our names next to it, so each person picks one thing they really want, and if two people claim the same thing, we can either do rollies or whatever, and then we'll go down the line again, and you each pick a second item, blah blah blah. So I'll work with Josh, and we'll divvy the items. So Mirra will help take care of that. Yes?
Well, isn't it, my friends? I hope you guys have a great night.
So much fun! Thank
Bye, patron
you!
Jenny.
Oh,
Bye, Jenny! Bye, patron Jenny!
and I will catch whoever makes it next Tuesday.
Yay! Bye!
Bye, Jenny. Bye, Ginger.